Welcome to Stannard Misadventures. Today's episode, Welcome to Stannard. Let's take a little journey. Move past the hustle and bustle of everyday life and go somewhere where folks don't know the meaning of those words. This is Stannard, Vermont, a little town where everyone knows everyone else. There aren't too many people here. In fact, you could fit the entire population on a commercial airliner. No paved roads, no glitz and glamour, just the small towniest that a small town can be. But don't be fooled. Every person in this town is rich with color, especially the ones that we will be focusing on today. On the far edge of town, surrounded by a circle of red oak trees, lies a small, white house. Not much to look at, to be sure, but looks can be deceiving. For in the basement, a young man is tinkering away at his greatest creation.
Just a little more, and done! Arise, my creation, arise!
Systems online. By the way, do you have to do that every time you make a repair?
Well, excuse me for having an appreciation for the theatrics, Roberto. I can always remove your new hands and put the claws back on.
I'll be good.
This is Erasmus, a young visionary and a lifelong resident of Stannard. Yes, he has managed to build a robot. One Roberto by name. As miraculous as this invention seems, all Roberto can really do is just, well, be Roberto.
So, anything else you need? New joints? Tightened cooling fans? Missile launchers?
I've said no to missile launchers 7 times. What makes you think I'll say yes this time?
Come on! There's gotta be something else you need.
You okay? You seem a bit twitchy. Twitchier than usual, that is.
I'm just a little anxious, that's all. I just... It's here! It's here! That has to be it!
Now hang on, let's not get carried away. And he's gone. The mail is here. Anything good?
Let's see. Junk, bill, junk, spam, scam, piece of lunch meat. Aha!
There it was. A large, light blue envelope. Erasmus carefully opened it, and out came a shimmering piece of paper.
Here it is, Roberto. My doctorate has finally arrived. From this day forward, I am no longer just Erasmus. I am now Dr. Erasmus.
Congratulations!
Thank you, my shiny metal friend. 4 years of juggling 8 classes per semester have finally paid off. The youngest doctor this side of Vermont. And now, I'm one step closer to using my tinkering and tech to change the world! Somehow.
You mean you haven't thought that through yet?
Oh, well, the way I see it, God's gonna show me where to go. Besides, I'm gonna do so much that I don't know where to start. I've gotta tell someone. I've gotta tell everybody. See you later, Roberto.
Don't strain yourself.
Erasmus. Oh, sorry. Dr. Erasmus set off through the gravel streets. First he passed the church and found someone raking the flood of leaves off their lawn. It was Pastor Haas, the town's resident preacher.
Hello there, Pastor Haas. Why, hello there, Erasmus. That's Dr. Erasmus now. You mean? That's right. Just got it in 2.5 minutes ago. Well, that's swell. So what are you gonna do with it? Well, there's a lot of things I want to do, to be honest, but they're all about moving up in the world, onward and upward. Well, someone's gotta do that round here.
Erasmus ran up and down the town, spreading the news. Most, like Harold Paxton or Miss Irvine, were more than thrilled, but others, such as the town's resident tycoon, Mr. Scott, acted as though Dr. Erasmus wasn't even there. Undeterred, Erasmus kept on running. That is, until he saw it. a golden flyer stuck to a tree, wafting in the wind.
Oh, what's this? Position open for the director of the annual Stannard Town play. Any and all oddballs will be considered. Hey, I'm any and all oddballs! This is perfect! Today is just opening up all kinds of doors!
As though he forgot all about the excitement of becoming a doctor, Erasmus ran back home to fill out his application. Don't worry, you won't have to hear all about that. It's not the most exciting thing to hear, filling out a form and all. Instead, let's shift our focus to the other side of town. Two girls were walking through the heart of town, suitcases in hand. One was wearing a striking dress, quite overdressed for day-to-day wear, if I do say so myself, while the other was in ragged jeans and a sweatshirt, her entire demeanor just radiating confidence.
Why did you have the cab stop so far away from the town? I didn't want to pay any more than the driver was charging. Plus, he was getting lippy. All he did was say that he didn't like basketball. Nobody doesn't like basketball. I don't like basketball. You don't count. So I don't count, and neither does the cab driver, the guy at the deli, Mom. There you go again, taking someone else's side. Why do we always have to fight like this? It's a new town and a new start. Can't we just try to get along? I suppose. Good. Now that that's out of the way, we can carry forward with the pothole. No, with the... Oof! I see what you mean.
Looking up, she saw two men in striking suits. One was tall, thin, and had very expressive eyes. The other was massive, bulky, and so clean-cut that he looked almost unreal. The first man stepped forward.
Hey, are you alright?
Oh, I'm just fine. Thank you.
Here, let me help you up. I take it that you're new in town.
Why? Because she fell? That's an innocent mistake that...
No, I meant because I haven't seen you two around before.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, this place is so small you'll get to know everybody in a matter of a week or two. Name's Harold Paxton, and this is my butler, Dawes.
Charmed.
Hi, I'm Elaine Hobbs, and this is my sister, Elena. Likewise charmed.
That might be a little hard to remember with such similar names and all.
We get that a lot. Thank you for your help. We can take it from here.
No, please, I insist. We'll help you with your stuff.
We will?
Yes, we will.
But we barely know them. They could be dangerous criminals, or worse, used car retailers.
First of all, those are the same things. Second, just help.
Very well, sir.
Thank you so much.
Harold and Dawes scooped up the fallen bags and followed Elaine and Elena over to their new home.
Where are you guys from originally?
Hartford. That's in Connecticut.
Well, I never would have guessed that.
Not now, Dawes.
Once again, my creativity has been squelched.
Well, what brings you around here? Nobody ever moves here. Really, I mean that. Nobody.
We were getting tired of all the hustle and bustle of city life. Everything is always rush in, rush out, busy, busy, busy. Exactly. So we looked for some quiet, out-of-nowhere town, and this was the quietest and most out-of-nowhere place we could find in the New England area.
That's us, all right.
And you two still live together?
Hey, we're fresh out of college, and we don't have jobs yet. We're trying to save money where we can. Besides, we're sisters! We don't really want to be apart. Sure. Okay.
They walked up to a small teal house with a purple roof and orange gutters. The paint was chipping, the colors clashed, and the grass was overgrown. Harold and Dawes seemed put off, but Elaine stared at it with awe.
Well, here's home. What I could do with fixing up this place. I can make it look so extravagant.
Make way, coming through. Oops, sorry, Miss Lackey. Excuse me, Harold. Excuse me, Dawes. Excuse me, girls I don't know. Hold on a moment. Who are you?
Our new neighbors.
Elaine. And Elena.
Ah, so you're twins, I see. Is either one of you the evil twin?
Her. What? Nothing.
Well, it's been nice meeting you two, but I best be going, lest I face tardiness.
What's the hurry here, Erasmus? Or rather, Dr. Erasmus?
This, my application for the director for the annual Stannard Town Play.
Oh, well, best of luck to you then.
Just be sure to cast me in the lead.
There's supposed to be a big town meeting tomorrow where they'll tell us all about who gets the position. Gotta go turn in my application and away I go.
Oh, a play! That sounds wonderful! I say we should do it. What? No way. I'm not getting up on a stage in some fancy schmancy costume and prancing around in front of complete strangers. Oh, come on! It'll help us get to know people here. Plus, you could just do stage crew if you don't feel like you can handle actually being in it. What are you trying to say here? I just can't win with you. Come on, let's go.
Harold and Dawes waved to the girls as they walked inside their new house. Elaine and Elena found their own rooms very quickly. Elaine spent the next 3 hours unpacking and organizing everything. Meanwhile, Elena finished in half that time, as she just dumped all of her things into random drawers and cupboards. The next day, a very, very small crowd had gathered outside of a stage, which had been set up on the church lawn. In the front row was Dr. Erasmus, Roberto, Harold, and Dawes.
So, are these new neighbors of ours coming?
Either that's them, or I need new glasses.
Hey guys, you made it!
We wouldn't miss it for the world. At least, I wouldn't. Ugh. Would you please just give it a try? Would you please stop giving me a headache?
Thank you for not building me any siblings.
Well, you'd better keep behaving, or I might make you a little sister.
You wouldn't dare.
Whoa, a robot!
Where? I love doing that.
That's amazing.
That has a name. It's Roberto.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
The crowd went silent as a slender woman in a blue pantsuit took the stage. Erasmus leaned forward excitedly, hardly able to contain himself. This was Miss Lackey, personal assistant to Mayor Stanford. With a deep breath, she began her introduction.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's time for the Stannard Town Play director announcement. As you know, the person in charge will choose the play, hold auditions, and make sure that everything will be spick and span, all while working with the directors of the Homeowners Association.
Oh no, they're in charge of this thing?
There are so many negative circumstances that can come from this. The question is, which ones will they be?
Anything is possible with the League of Men with Disappointing Hats.
I'm sorry, the League of what?
The League of Men with Disappointing Hats, the corrupt, scheming leaders of the Homeowners Association, and the top advisors to the mayor. Each one wore a different, yet blank and boring hat, and went by the name of the hat that they wore. Each wore a different, yet blank and boring hat, and went by the name of the hat they wore. There was Top, the leader and chief visionary. Fez, the team genius. Bowler, lover of mischievous schemes and trickery. Fedora, the energetic yet clueless one. Beanie, the eternal kid at heart. And Cap. Who was Cap? Together, they sought to stretch their power to the farthest reaches of Stannard, and to have control over all they surveyed. Of course, they didn't much care for the team name that the people had given them. But when even the mayor started calling them this, they reluctantly embraced the new label. One Miss Lackey ushered them on stage. Top took his place as the other men with disappointing hats gathered around.
Hello there, everyone. Although most of you know who we are, we see some fresh faces in the audience.
2 to be exact.
Yes. So allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Top.
Polar!
Fez.
Beanie, Fedora.
But we're better known as the League of Men with Disappointing Hats!
Boo! Boo!
How dare you, whoever you are, prepare to find the most unpleasant varieties of mold in your mailbox!
No need to go to that extreme. Keep a level head, Bowler. Now, to announce our selection.
Thank you, everyone. As director, I'll be extra sure to provide fulfilling entertainment, grand spectacles, and some sort of third thing. It's going to be something that the Lord will be proud of.
Hold on a moment, Erasmus. We have not announced the winner yet. And the winner is... Who's the winner?
It's, Erasmus.
What? How could he have won?
He's the only one who entered.
So who won?
No one won. Well, I guess we'll just have to do it ourselves.
Hold it! Hold everything!
Oh boy, here it comes.
Here, what comes?
Out from the crowd and bursting onto the stage, dragging Dr. Erasmus along, was Fergus McFurley, the biggest, proudest, and angriest man in all of Stannard. Whenever he had a problem, the whole town knew about it. This was both due to his confrontational demeanor and overall loud voice. Every day he donned his traditional Scottish garb and was ready to find something to get angry at. And today, he found it.
Give me one good reason why this man shouldn't direct the play.
Fergus, please, I don't need you to defend me.
Yes, you do. Now, what is it? Do you think he's irresponsible?
It's not that we think you're irresponsible.
It's just that you're too inexperienced and don't know how the world works.
Way to lay on the subtlety, Beanie.
Okay, now I think you need to defend me.
You got a buddy. If you ham-gurgling blobfish nibblers would just give him a chance, he'd bring something great to this town, the likes of which you men with hats would never think of. Gurgling blubber, what? Yo, gee, you getting all up in our biz. Now stand down and don't get all wiggity whack. I have understood none of what you just said.
I'm a doctor, and I don't even understand him.
You've only been a doctor for 1 day.
It still counts.
Even so, you're not working with...
Just a moment. It's Mayor Stanford.
Mr. Mayor, we cannot afford this man to direct our play.
We cannot, but I can. That is because I am the mayor and you are not.
Really? You mean it?
Of course, I trust you. I'm ready to see what you can show us. We both have something in common, you know.
We both won our positions because we're the only ones that applied?
Well, I was going to say that we both wear socks, but that works as well.
I don't wear socks. I wear flip-flops.
Well, I'm wrong again, I see.
Our concern, sir, are that this man will make a mockery out of this honored tradition.
And how?
That's not a good thing.
Sorry. He'll have you six to make sure that he doesn't go too overboard, and you six will have him to make sure that you remember to have fun. And to breathe. I know, I always forget that one. You have two different visions, but if you put them together, you can make something great. Teamwork is the name of the game. Now have fun. I must be off. Miss Lackey,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to return to my office. Please bring me to it.
Yes, sir.
Now then, as director, I'll be extra sure to provide all of the things that I said in my previous statement. You won't be sorry.
Let's hope you're right.
Now that this is a thing that we must endure, here, you'll need this.
What's this? A list of approved choices? Actually, these are the ones that are not approved. Oh boy, you are in trouble.
And here is a series of important binders, all color-coded and arranged by size.
Heavy?
I love my job.
Let us know what your choice is by tonight, and auditions are tomorrow at 6.
Alright. Come on, Fergus.
Do you think he can do it?
With our guidance, he can.
We'll make sure of it.
The crowd dispersed, each person returning to their day-to-day lives. Erasmus, Roberto, Harold, Elaine, Elena, Dawes, and Fergus walked away from the meeting and down the road.
I wonder what play I could do. Willy Wonka? Nah, candy promotes bad eating habits. The Drowsy Chaperone. too old. The Nerd, too obscure. Wizard of Oz, not obscure enough. The Never-Ending Story, no, people like stories that end. Avenue Q, people might be scared of the puppets.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with that one.
Maybe it was something religious themed. Something like Godspell.
You sure know a lot of musicals, huh?
I know enough.
What ones are on the list?
Let's see. No play will be accepted unless it's been written by the League of Men with Disappointing Hats. And the rest of the list is just the same thing repeated over and over again.
Wow, redundant and a waste of paper. Everyone's two favorite things.
So you're only allowed to do their stuff? Well, that stinks.
It may not be all bad.
Indeed. What kind of things do they write?
Or maybe that's what's in the binders you got. Let's take a look.
The eternal scent of hope?
To know the sky?
The sweet sting of the summer sun?
Sir, pompously, prim and perfect in the uneventful journey to the extremely subdued land of monochrome gray?
Oh, this is terrible. These sound so prideful and showy. I don't want to do any of those plays.
It appears that you don't have much of a choice. You're going to have to choose one of these.
I guess so. But hey, I can still take a few creative liberties with the script.
I don't think so. It says right on the title page, no creative liberty shall be taken.
Never mind.
Maybe if you go along with what they want, you'll be able to have a better time as a director.
And if you suck up to them, the League may let you do some fun stuff with it. There's no way that uppity people like the League of Men with Disappointing Hats would disapprove of flattery.
Exactly! You're good at this, Harold.
Well, I do have a lot of experience in the biz.
Oh, I didn't know that wontad's counted as experience. Shh! Hey, don't you...
If I may interject, you're always saying that you want to be used by God, and that God can use anyone in any situation. Well, you are anybody, and this is certainly any situation. If you want God to use you, you need to take the job.
So, what do you say, Dr. Erasmus?
I'd say it's worth a shot.
Great! And as discussed, you're gonna give me the lead role, right?
This won't be so bad. Hey, with God working through us, it can even be great.
Hello? Me? Lead role?
I can see it now. A grand spectacle for the town to see. This is going to be wonderful. I better get started straight away.
Hey, wait for me!
How come nobody ever answers my questions?
I feel your pain, sir. I feel your pain. That night, Erasmus had made his decision, and he was off to the League of Men with Disappointing Hats' office. 2 binders in hand. One was the script that he chose, while the other was a well-organized list of all the big new ideas that he had to make it fun and exciting.
Hello?
We don't want what you're selling.
Okay, then.
My bad, bro. That guy's a little light in the dome, you dig?
Not at all.
Hey, come on in. Hey, fellas, it's the doctor.
Yes, let's get this done. Which one did he select?
I can't read the title. I think it's in Arabic or something.
It's upside down, Beanie.
Oh, yeah, okay. The Island of Silver.
Ah, a truly inspired choice. One of my best, I'd say.
It sure is something, all right. Now, I brought along this binder full of ideas for...
Auditions are tomorrow. This office, 6 p.m. We will have the materials set up in the lobby for anyone who wants to audition.
But what about my ideas?
They most certainly do exist. Now, we will see you tomorrow.
But...
See you tomorrow, Erasmus!
All right, stop shoving.
With that, Erasmus walked back to his house. Binder of ideas in hand, despite his rejection, his head was still swimming with ideas. Tomorrow, he will prove that he's up to the job, and that he can make this town play the best one that Stannard had ever seen. The next day, the League of Men with Disappointing Hats were all in their office, waiting for Erasmus. The small lobby had several prospective actors waiting. Script sheets in hand, and a frantic and frazzled Erasmus ran through the lobby and burst through the office door.
There you are. You're 10 minutes late.
Sorry, I was lying awake all night thinking about this play. Didn't fall asleep until 3 in the morning, and I guess that caused me to oversleep.
Excuses, excuses. Not very becoming of a director, nor a man with a doctorate. Now, who's auditioning first?
Who's going to be on door duty?
Cap, you're not doing anything worthwhile. You do the menial labor. Yes, hold on. Hey there, Harold Paxton, actor extraordinaire. Not like I really needed an audition, but here we go. I hereby...
Yes! Woo! Wonderful! Well, Harold, as discussed, the lead role is open for...
You can't honestly cast him as the lead. He's so unorthodox.
And you didn't even let him get 5 words out!
Look, he's my friend. I trust him. Besides, it's my play, and what I say goes.
But we're your supervisors, and what we say goes.
And my on-the-spot analysis dictates that there is only a 29.6% chance that Harold would be a convincing Captain Sid.
What?
I know, I'm good, aren't I?
Wait! Hold on a sec, Captain Sid? No way I'm gonna play someone named Captain Sid.
I thought you wanted to play the lead.
Let me see the character list. Not him, not her. Aha! There's the one, Orlando. I can see it now. A heroic, suave swashbuckler who marches to the beat of a different drum.
Harold, Orlando is...
Perfect! Welcome aboard! Thank you. I'll see you on the set. Oh, hi Elaine. Best of luck.
Oh, thank you.
Why didn't you let me explain it to him?
Because I want to see the look on his face when he finds out!
Hi, I'm so excited. I love theater and...
Perfect! Great job!
That wasn't my audition, though.
Even so, I can see your wide array of emotion and theatrical energy.
Really? You think so?
Another friend, I take it? You can't just stuff that cast full of your compatriots. That's not how theater works.
Someone's never been on Broadway. So, Elaine, how does the role of Lucy sound?
That sounds great. I'll see you at rehearsals.
Is he just gonna fill the whole show with his friends?
No. No, wait, no, that's... What's the opposite of no? The other... Yes, that's it. Yes, he definitely is. I'm here to audition for the tree.
The tree? Why? There are so many parts, ones that are far richer, and...
I want to be the tree! It's part of the family tradition to play the tree, and I'm going to carry out that sacred tradition. But before I begin, I must know, what kind of tree is in this show?
Does it matter?
That matters a great deal, Doctor. It dictates every little decision I make in my performance.
Alright, it's an oak tree.
Ah, an oak. The mightiest of all the trees. Now, here I go.
Yes, perfect!
Oh dear.
Really? I thought I came off as too much of a maple or a spruce.
You're fine.
As expected, the rest of the auditions were more of the same, with Erasmus and the League of Men with Disappointing Hats arguing over every little thing. But eventually, they were able to cast the roles, and were all set to start the rehearsals.
Alright, everyone, let's get this show on the road. I will be your director, this is Roberto, my stage manager, and these are the producers, the League of Men with Disappointing Hats.
Charmed.
Let's go around and share who's playing who.
I'm Elaine, and I'm playing Lucy. I'm Elena, and I'm being forced to be here by my sister. And I'm stage crew.
I'm Harold Paxton. I am Orlando.
Thank you for that, sir. I'm Dawes, and I am Captain Sid.
I'm Miss Irvine, and I'm playing the part of Queen Rochelle.
I'm Fergus, and I'm playing the oak tree, the role I was born to play.
You know me, I'm Pastor House. I'm playing... Who am I playing again? Elite Nobleman Glenn Lobo Mark Runas Bomb Potch Ethru Haruzeb. Yeah, I'm playing that. And it looks like we're missing someone. Oh well. We'll just have to skip his parts for now. Roberto can berate him for that later.
Let's get to work, people. Time's a-wasting. Let's go with the first scene. That is, until our missing cast members decide to show up.
This should be fun.
That's the idea. Action!
Oh, Captain Sid, where are we?
It appears that we...
Hold it! Something's not right here. Do you think we could flounce it up a bit?
Flounce?
Ooh, I love flounce.
Let's try it again from the top of the scene.
Oh, Captain Sid, where are we?
It appears that we have found a mysterious land made of silver-like material. I think it may silver.
Really sell that last line.
I think it may silver.
Bigger?
I think it may silver.
Bigger?
I think it may silver.
Perfect! Now move forward.
Hold on a moment. This scene is supposed to be a dignified moment. You're making it too cartoonish.
It's important to make the opening moments catch the audience's attention.
But the way that you are doing it is ridiculous. Now, action.
Oh, Captain Sid, where are we?
It appears that we have found a mysterious land made of silver-like material. It may be silver. Now that's more like it.
I agree. If more like it means worse, that is. Now let's get back to what I decided on.
I don't think we'll be doing that. You must respect the author's interpretation.
I have another idea. Let me work.
I hate to interrupt.
Then don't! Look here, Erasmus. We're trying to do this our way.
No, my way.
Hey guys, we're still on the first two lines. Maybe we should put a pin in this and come back later.
Very well, let's keep moving forward.
Hey, so when are we gonna get to my scenes?
Later, Harold, later. And action!
We could not have strayed all that far from our destination. Surely this land must be somewhere near Pennsylvania.
No, I'm afraid not, dear Lucy. I believe that this place is far away from what we know and hold dear. No. That's not it at all.
Yeah, it's like a school on Saturday. And no class. Zing!
Not helping.
Bummerific.
Fez, can you show them how it's done?
Your script, Miss Elaine. Thank you. We could not have strayed all that far from our destination. Surely this land must be somewhere near Pennsylvania.
Hold on, I'm the director here, and I say that that's not the tone we're going for. This is how we'll do it. Hand me your script, dolls. No, I'm afraid not, dear Lucy. I believe that this place is far away from what we know and hold dear.
How can that be? We used our map.
Oh, I suppose the map was faulty. Just as faulty as meddling producers who don't know good entertainment.
Or perhaps our director is as blind as a bat and watches too many high school plays.
I disagree.
Or maybe our director doesn't know how to appreciate good drama and could frankly use a change of socks.
I don't wear socks.
What page are they on? I can't find these lines anywhere in the script.
They're going at it like two starving lions. I'm both scared and surprisingly entertained.
I think we get the idea. Perhaps we should...
Don't ruin the moment!
My apologies. This is what I get for trying to help.
Do you think we should give them space?
Did Marilyn Monroe have 6 toes on one foot?
I don't know.
Just run.
At least I do not have to conceal my lack of charisma with a blank and boring Fez.
Oh, now you've gone and done it. No one touches the hat.
Greetings, citizens. It looks like you could use some assistance.
Oh my. Are you serious?
A man in a colorful superhero outfit burst onto the stage, looking as triumphant as a person could ever be. Elaine and Elena were stunned, but everybody else stared blankly, as though this were an everyday thing. like paint drying or grass growing.
I am Super Person. Ahem. Webster.
Sincerest apologies. I got turned around back there. And I am Webster, his loyal sidekick.
And we're here to solve your problems.
Well, guess it was an everyday thing after all. Super Person, defender of the innocent, and protector of all Stannard citizens. Of course, he didn't have any powers, and he wasn't too bright, but he didn't care. Truly, he was a man who just wanted to do what was right.
There you are. You're late for rehearsal, Super Person. We can't exactly get very far without our King Pyrite now, can we?
My apology, Erasmus. I misplaced my shoes.
They were on his feet.
Isn't it always in the place you'd least expect? But that's not what called me here. I noticed that the two of you are having some issues, and I want to help out. Now, the key to every argument is to try to find some sort of compromise.
We have a very busy schedule, and this kind of conflict will not be solved with any of your buffoonery.
I agree. Hey, everyone, take 5.
Take 5 what? Take 5 rocks? I can do that. I just need to find some.
This is going to be a long rehearsal process.
You heard the robot, folks. Take a break.
Off we go! Walking powers activate!
With that, Super Person dramatically walked off the stage. Not particularly quickly, just excitedly. Good old Super Person with his good old walking powers.
See such rapid movement. Yield for me to move at equal velocity.
The cast dispersed, breaking out into their own conversations. Seeing that Elaine was alone, Harold swooped in to begin a conversation.
What do you think?
I'm thinking a lot of things. Out of all the times we picked to move here, we choose the one that has the most nervous breakdowns.
No, this isn't the most.
It's not?
You have much to learn.
How nice. How pleasant. Over with the League, however, there's anything but pleasantries.
I'd say this is going well.
Have you been paying attention?
No.
I don't see how this could possibly get worse.
Never say that, home dog. Things always get worse when people say that.
Open your eyes, Fedora. This man is a menace. He's ruining the show. We can't let him get away with this, or it will all be over.
These men are menaces. They're ruining our show. I can't let them get their way or it'll all be over.
Don't you think that's a little vicious?
You've seen what's been going on, right? They're wrong, wrong, wrong.
I don't need my machine analytics to see the rising tension here. Remember what the mayor said? Teamwork is the name of the game. This play can't keep going if you don't want to work together.
That's true, Roberto. We can't keep fighting.
That's right.
I'm going to make them see it my way. Then the show can go on.
That's wrong. You can't just...
Thank you for your advice, my hard-wired chum. All right, folks, we're back.
Later, during the beginning of Act 2, we ask you for your assistance as we stand next to this tree.
Looking good, tree.
Thank you.
Line?
I understand your problems.
I understand. Line?
I understand your problems.
Line?
For the love of all that is covered in cheese, man, can't you remember anything?
For the love of all that is covered in cheese, man, can't you remember anything?
Why didn't I get a monkey to play that part?
I think you did.
That's not very nice.
I'm not nice.
We will help you in your plight, Captain Sid. And as a symbol of our loyalty, we will bestow you with the silver bird of peace.
Stagehand?
The bird prop isn't here.
Oh, that's because I replaced it.
You did what?
Replaced it, Roberto.
Roberto reached behind the stage and pulled out a shiny metal bird, about the size of a football.
What is that thing?
The product of an overzealous doctor and a night with only 3 hours of sleep.
Precisely. But more specifically, it's a technologically enhanced version of the silver bird. See, the old rope and pulley bird was pretty boring, so I decided to build this remote control one and use it instead.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Don't worry, I tested it, it works fine.
Can we hurry up? I think my spine is locking up.
You can move around if you want.
I can't do that. Trees don't move. I need to stay in character.
Trees don't talk either, Fergus.
I'm taking creative liberties.
We agreed that we would stick exactly to the script, Erasmus.
Hey, it's still a silver bird, isn't it? Okay, let's try it out.
Okay, here we go.
With the push of a button, Elena sent the mechanical bird flying into the sky, zooming all around.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
Oh, what a wonderful gift! Thank you, Your Highnesses!
Yes, you're live.
There you go, Elena. More movement. Ooh, try a loop-de-loop.
You got it.
Now, would you look at that? That's something.
Give me that.
Hey!
None of that behavior will be accepted, young lady.
Oh, come on. We were just having a little fun.
That's not what this place strives for.
I agree with that.
We need prudent responsibility.
But Fez wasn't paying attention. In his frustration, he clenched the controller and sent the silver bird spiraling out of control. It swooped low, spiked back up, then dove downward toward the people. Fear not! I will stop it! Catching powers? Whoa!
What was that?
It wasn't me. He just took the controller, and this thing started freaking out.
That kind of technology may be flashy, but it doesn't fit the mood.
Clearly, you don't know quality when you see it.
And you think you know better than us?
Well, I am a doctor.
I knew you'd say that.
Then why did you ask?
Well then, I say we move on to a later scene before I short circuit.
You took the words right out of my non-mouth. So what's next?
I say page 72. Harold, it's your time to shine.
Yes, finally, the mighty hero Orlando gets to make his grand debut.
You did read the script, right?
Orlando is a pickpocketing beggar who is the bane of the town's existence.
Wait, what? He is?
I tried to warn you.
And your reaction is just as wondrous as I'd hoped it would be. You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Now hold still. We need to apply your leper sores.
We're out of the real one, so we're going to have to use pepperoni.
Ooh, that's not going to be good for your complexion.
No, it won't be.
Once Harold had the pepperoni placed on his face, it was time for the first scene. Elaine was at center stage while Harold began sneaking up behind her, and Elena was on a high perch, holding a thick rope which was attached to a pulley that controlled a giant wooden sun.
I do hope Captain Sid can come back soon. How I miss him so.
Very good, very good. Elena, we're approaching the sunrise scene. Have the wooden sun ready to go.
Can do, Doc.
Boom!
What are you?
Okay, hold on. Can we change that? That line is pretty demeaning. No, the line stays. Keep going. Can't I do something that uses my talents? Can't I sing, dance, juggle, recite the Vulgate of St. Jerome?
I think a song number would be nice.
We can't do that.
What makes you say that?
It's too new. Nobody likes new things.
I like new things.
No, you don't.
Guys, this thing is getting pretty heavy.
Can't you just have a little bit of fun for once?
Our audience wouldn't approve.
Now, hold on there, gentlemen. I'm sure there's some middle ground we can come to here.
What's the hold about there? I'm losing my grip.
I'm the director, and what I say goes.
And we're the writers. And we say, You should keep true to our vision.
We are keeping true to it. All the boredom is still intact.
Yep, here it goes.
Down it went. Elena lost her grip and the wooden sun came careening down right over Elaine. But before it could hit her, Harold swooped in and shoved her out of the way just in time. Had he been 1 second later, she would have been crushed.
You okay?
I'm just fine.
You see? This is why we need my technology. Your regular practical effects nearly killed her.
An isolated coincidence.
Like my silver bird.
You are such an impossible man. Why can't you just do as you're told?
Because I'm the director. This should be my job.
But your demands are ridiculous. They're too much.
And so are yours. You know what? Everyone go home for the day. We won't get anything done fighting like this.
I agree with that. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone.
Thank you for saving me back there, Harold.
You're welcome. I just wanted to make sure you were safe. I wouldn't want you to get hurt, because you're a friend. A good friend. Hey, look, a thing.
Hey, sorry about that sun drop thing. You okay? Yeah, I'm just fine.
Everyone went home after that, except for Dr. Erasmus. He stayed put, tinkering and tinkering away with the set. He stayed long and deep into the night. So long that Roberto became worried, realizing that this could be another one of Dr. Erasmus's extended outings. He walked out to find him. The wind was bitter and harsh, but being a robot, Roberto didn't feel a thing. Of course, he knew that Erasmus must be freezing out there. Sure enough, he approached the stage and saw Erasmus hauling a large crate, teeth chattering loudly.
Doctor, what are you doing?
Roberto, there you are. I'm putting something together that'll surely knock the hats off of the League of Men with Disappointing so forth. What could be better than a fireworks display?
You're not.
I'm not what?
Actually going to do this?
I'm not a liar, Roberto. Of course I'm doing this. Look, there's obviously a reason that God wanted me to be the director. And I think it's me making the most exciting show in the town's history.
Is setting up pyrotechnics really going to fix everything?
We'll just have to find out then, won't we?
I don't know about this. Can't you two find some spot in the middle?
Nope. It's time I show those disappointing hat-wearing monsters. Now, are you gonna help me with this?
I've gotta go.
Well, have fun wherever it is you're going to.
Roberto ran towards the wind, struggling not to get blown back. He couldn't and wouldn't let it get in his way. He was a robot on a mission. In no time at all, Roberto arrived at the church. As he stepped on the gravel walkway, the door flew open. Pastor Haas stood in the doorway, wearing a striking crimson robe and nightcap.
Howdy, Roberto. How you doing?
Pastor Haas, do you live at the church now?
Nah. I was told the plumber was coming this morning and he didn't show up, so I'm just staying here until he comes. Everything all right?
I'm a bit worried about the production of the town play.
So am I. Erasmus and the League of Men are going at it like something.
I tried talking to Erasmus, but he refused to cooperate with them.
The League said the same thing about Erasmus. It's quite unfortunate, if I do say so myself, and I do.
I just wish they could sit down and talk to each other without trying to barbecue each other alive.
Ew, that's a bit much, don't you think?
Sorry.
But you know what? Maybe there's a way we can fix this.
How's that?
Come on in. We'll talk about it.
The next morning, Erasmus woke up, having fallen asleep on the hard wooden floor of the stage. Stiff as a board, he woke up and saw Roberto, Harold, Elaine, Elena, Dawes, Fergus, Superperson, Webster, Pastor Haas, and Miss Irvine sitting in the chairs, which were circled all around him.
What's going on here?
Just a moment, we're waiting for the League of Men with...
Here they are.
Don't let me say those last two words then, it's fine.
Well, Enough of this lollygagging.
Oh, that must be terrible to gag on a lollipop.
That joke was so bad it hurt me. Come into the middle. We need to have a word.
All right, what is this about?
We're here to talk about the way that this production is going.
Glad to see that you agree.
What? They're siding with me. They'd have to be crazy to side with you.
Lads, please! You're both horrendously wrong.
One of you wants it one way, and one of you wants it the other way.
We're here too.
Erasmus, as fun as your vision sounds, it sounds like it could be a bit much. And creators need to hear that to help give their show a fair balance. Also, you've said you wanted this to be a show that God would be proud of. Well, would he be proud of a show that is riddled with fighting and spite?
I suppose not.
And you gentlemen, I understand that you want to protect your intellectual property, but being so uptight and demanding only hurts everyone's experience, including yours.
I understand where you're coming from, Pastor Haas.
And then you mix them together and they just don't work. You see, this kind of fighting affects everything. It affects the people arguing by giving them unneeded stress and bitterness. It affects the project by filling it with negativity and preventing it from moving anywhere. And it affects the people helping out by wasting their time and stalling their progress.
Yes, but what are we supposed to do?
Compromise.
Huh?
You know, meeting in the middle. Come up with a solution that makes both sides happy.
We need it to match our vision, though.
You can't expect to get it exactly your way. And because we can't keep going with a play like this is all we can do.
But we need to keep things going the status quo, or we will not be taken seriously.
And this is my directorial debut. I need to make it a fun and exciting show.
I think we can do both, though.
Like Harold's song and dance number, we could give him a short one and make it fit in the moment.
And we would have half technology and half practical effects. Things like that. If we want to progress and make a show that God would be proud of, I'd say we should give it a try.
What do you say, fellas?
Well, I suppose it's worth a shot.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready for the warm fuzzies.
How I dislike the warm fuzzies!
All right. We'll meet in the middle. Let's shake on it.
Thank you. Everyone, let's take it from the top. Not this top, the top of the show.
Don't try me.
Sure enough, the two parties decided to compromise and work together in order to get the show on the road. And wouldn't you know it, things went a lot smoother. Erasmus and Fedora taught Harold some dance steps for his song number. They had a few disagreements, but worked it out, and made some sacrifices. But they ended up getting a product they were all happy with. They also agreed to use the new metal silver bird and the newly rebuilt wooden sun on the condition that neither should be able to hurt the actors again. And above all, the lack of fighting helped make the experience more fun for everyone. By opening night, everyone was ready. Every seat in the audience was quickly being filled. Dr. Erasmus, Top, and Cap were welcoming the audience to the show.
Greetings. I hope you enjoy the show.
We worked really hard on it. Greetings, Mr. Mayor.
Why, hello, you three. I'm so excited to see your movie.
It's a play.
Yes, that one. Well, good luck tonight.
Actually, Mr. Mayor, it's bad luck to say good luck during a play.
It is?
Oddly enough, yes. Instead, we say break a leg.
How fun. Miss Lackey, can you break my leg for me?
Let's just go inside, sir.
I'm not hearing an answer.
Backstage, all of the actors were buzzing with excitement and were ready to give the crowd a good show.
You ready for showtime?
I am. You're going to be great tonight.
You too.
Okay, folks, here we go. Places.
Well, here goes nothing. It's showtime.
The show went off without a hitch. The audience laughed, cried, and were moved at all the right times. All ending with the actors receiving a standing ovation. Erasmus and the League were thrilled. The play was a success.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Mr. Mayor, good to see you. How did you like the show?
Well, I have seen many terrible, horrible things in my life. Luckily, this was not one of them. Well done. In fact, I liked it so much that I want you to collaborate on next year's play. That is, if you're willing.
Oh, thank you. Of course.
As if the answer could be anything other than yes.
Splendid. Well, it's past my bedtime. Come, Miss Lucky.
Well, mission accomplished, gentlemen. And you, Erasmus, you also did well. Now onward with you.
Well, I'll see you later then. Good job, everyone. You really broke some legs tonight.
Oh no! What have we done?
Simply a figure of speech, superperson.
Aren't you glad you learned to work together?
Of course. If I didn't, the show wouldn't have become as good now, would it? I mean, let's face it, we'd probably still be arguing. Sure, it's hard to set aside some of the things I wanted, but I guess you can't get everything you want all the time. That's just not how life works. Plus, when we work together, we'll make God happy. He wants us to be productive, and He wants us to bring glory to Him. We won't be able to do that when we're just spending so much time attacking each other, now will we?
And just so you remember that lesson in the future, I printed this out for you. Not for myself, I don't have a built-in printer.
And let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet each other, as the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. Hebrews 10:24-25. And I'll never forget that. Well, who wants to grab some dinner? I'm buying.
Walking powers activate!
So you're paying?
Indeed. Let's just hope that everyone orders something cheap. I'm not made of money after all.
Of course.
Did you see the audience's reaction? Oh, they loved me! They really loved me!
Have you ever thought of being a professional tree?
Nah. That'd take all the fun out of it.
You know, next time, I think I might want to actually try getting up on stage.
Want to make yourself more like your sister, hmm?
No. Why would you? Never mind.
No, nobody understands my humor.
You were great tonight, by the way.
Oh, thanks. And so are you.
And so, Erasmus, Roberto, Fergus, Superperson, Elaine, Elena, Dawes, and Harold walked off. Not entirely sure of where they were going, but that didn't matter. They'll end up somewhere. And for Erasmus, hopefully somewhere cheap. With 2 new additions to the friend group, and a lesson in teamwork learned, things were going quite well for our friends in Stannard. Thus ends our story for today. Come back next time for another exciting Stannard misadventure. Welcome to Stannard Misadventures. Today's episode, Fraudcast News. We begin our tale in the town square. Erasmus, Elaine, and Elena were standing around without a care in the world.
So, what did you think of the Haberdashers game last night?
Haberdashers? What are those?
Haberdashers are people who run small stores, but the Haberdashers I'm referring to are Stannard's football team.
Stannard has a football team? No way.
Way. They're the best around. Nobody ever beats them.
Wait, how come I've never heard of them?
Didn't you hear me? Nobody ever beats them. The networks refuse to broadcast the games because nobody is interested. The haberdashers never lose.
How can there be a team when this town only has 200 people?
Well, it's kind of like jury duty. We all take rotations on the team. Heck, last week I was the running back. I still don't know what a running back is, but we still beat the 49ers, 54-7.
I can't wait for my turn on the team. I can definitely wait for mine.
Just then, Fergus came running over to the group. On his head was not his usual hat, but a large purple squid. It looked unbelievably heavy, but Fergus's meaty neck was doing quite well under the pressure.
Well, hello there, my friends. How are we all?
I'll field this one. Fergus, what's with the squid?
Squid? What squid? Oh, the one on my head.
Are there any other squids around here? Don't answer that. I'm sure your response is going to be something mean.
Well, there was this newspaper that showed up at my door this morning. I'd never heard of it before, but it said that wearing squids on your head brings you good luck. So naturally, I hopped right on over to Miss Irvine's general store and I bought the last one.
I don't know which I'm more surprised by. The fact that Miss Irvine sells squids, or apparently she's sold out. Nevertheless, did this newspaper have any sources to support this lofty claim?
Aye, there is. They said that they heard it through word of mouth.
Wow. Got me there.
You guys should really pick up a copy of the Scatterwumper Gazette today. I don't know where to get one, but it's a great read, full of little useful tips.
Fergus walked away, wearing his squid with pride. Erasmus, Elaine, and Elena looked on, utterly confused. Fergus may have been an odd fellow, but even this was odd for him. Clearly something must be wrong, and this strange-sounding newspaper made that fact much clearer. So with nothing else to do, the three of them ran right on over to Miss Irvine's general store, where Mr. Scott, the town tycoon, and his crabby little daughter Veronica were already at the front corner.
What do you mean you're out of squids? I'm rich! I should be able to get whatever I want!
Daddy, I'm bored! I want to go home!
Shh, dear, Daddy's talking. Now where was I? Oh yes! If a rich man can't get a squid, what kind of America is this?
I truly am sorry, Mr. Scott. We do have some whitetail halibut if you want.
Just lovely, but there's one problem with that. Halibut is not squid. Come on, Veronica, we must depart.
I don't want to go now. I want to look around.
But dear, you said...
Well, I changed my mind.
Can we please leave? I'll give you $5.
$20.
$20? You must be joking.
Daddy, I'm feeling upset now.
Very well. Whatever it takes for you to be happy.
Hello, Mr. Scott.
Hello, Riffraff.
That's awfully rude of him. Oh, well. Hello, Miss Irvine.
Hello, Erasmus. Oh, sorry, Dr. Erasmus. Oh, and Elaine and Elena. Good to see you, too. I'm sorry to have to ask you this again, but which one of you is which?
I am Elaine. And I am the one who is not Elaine.
I see. Thank you for the clarification. Now, how can I help you?
We've heard word about this new newspaper called the Scatterwumper Gazette. Know anything about it?
Only somewhat. It just showed up on my doorstep this morning. I don't remember signing up for a subscription.
How very odd. If you don't mind me asking, Miss Irvine, what kind of stuff does this newspaper say?
Oh, all kinds of things.
Such as?
Oh, right. Well, according to this paper, pond scum can mind control you if you drink it, causing you to become a servant to the MLB.
At least the MLB. That's not all bad. What else is in there?
Apparently, there's no such thing as Maine.
The state or the thing that lions have?
Both.
Now, I know that isn't true.
Perhaps not, but it makes for an entertaining read. Still, everyone here seems to believe it.
Wait, what? Really?
That's why Mr. Scott wasn't here. He was looking for a squid.
A squid? That's what Fergus wanted. Something's fishy here.
Don't you mean something's squiddy?
What? No, that doesn't make any sense in the context of the... Oh! That was a pun! Never mind.
Still utterly confused, the three of them left Miss Irvine's store. They didn't take so much as 5 steps out of the store when they saw a man. A strange-looking man. A man with a bright purple suit coat, a green derby hat, pants with 1 white leg and 1 black leg, a big red belt, big blue dress shoes, and 2 yellow gloves. Just looking at him gave the group a headache. Especially Elaine.
I tell you, Miss Brianna, it's the talk of the town. You have to read it. Don't let me down. It's the most sensational, inspirational newspaper of all time. You know you can trust me, 'cause I speak only in rhyme.
I don't know. What does it say?
What does it say? What doesn't it say? It teaches something new every day. How to fight goblins, how to fly high, how to change the color of the sky, how to breathe in water, who's moved to Spain, who is it that Stephen King calls his bane. All of this and more is what this paper has in store.
Okay then. I guess I'll take a paper. Here's the money.
Many thanks, and this you'll adore. I hope you return to buy once more.
Hey, you, guy I've never met before. What are you doing?
What, who, me? Well, it must be. I am the only one here, both from afar and quite near. Allow me to introduce myself in a manner so debonair. My name is Phineas Q. Scatterwamper, salesman extraordinaire.
Hold on a second. Scatterwamper, as in the Scatterwamper Gazette?
Ah, I see you're familiar with my work. Not to worry about that little quirk. I just so happen to have a new copy right here. Care to take a little peer?
Peer? He's just using a fancy schmancy name for a look. Listen, guy, we don't know who you are, but...
As I've said, Phineas Q. Scatterwamper. Read the paper, don't be a stomper. Everyone knows it's the best paper around. Just take a gander at the news so sound.
Thanks. But any newspaper that tells us to wear squids on our head or denies the existence of a state isn't really for us.
Come now, no need to be so glum now.
The answer is no. Come on, girls, we best get out of here.
Feeling worried, Erasmus and the girls gathered their friends to discuss the Scatterwamper Gazette. It's been spreading all over town like a common sickness. It makes me feel cold just to think of it.
A common sickness that makes you feel cold? A common sickness feeling cold? Common cold? If only there was a sickness that matched this description.
It's like tuberculosis.
So close. Oh, hello people of various varieties.
Greetings, Mayor Stanford. Nice wheelbarrow full of turnips you've got there.
Oh, I thank you. I just read in the Scatterwamper Gazette that it's lucky to push a wheelbarrow around with you every afternoon. As if I needed a reason to push around a wheelbarrow of turnips.
Are you sure that that's true in any way at all?
Absolutely. It's in a newspaper, so it must be true. Come, Miss Lackey, let us go buy more turnips.
Are you sure about this paper, sir?
Surer than I've ever been about anything in my life.
If that's true, then our town is in trouble. See you later, everyone.
Oh, this is bad news. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little intended.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. The Scatterwamper Gazette is the greatest thing ever.
Wake up and smell the baloney, Fergus. There's nothing in this thing that's the least bit true. Since when did Alec Baldwin get arrested for stealing the carpet from Russell Wilson's bedroom?
Well, according to the Scatterwamper Gazette, it happened last Friday.
Fergus, don't you find all these felonious claims to be a tad superfluous and flimsily crafted?
Yeah.
He is trying to tell you that you need to be careful who you trust. People don't always have the best intentions. There are some out there who will spread misinformation for evil purposes. God warns us to be aware of these people.
Dawes, my friend, this is a newspaper. Since when can newspapers not be trusted?
This is hopeless.
It is not hopeless. And if you crayon-eyebrow jug clankers can't see that, then you'd best stop reading it and let us big brains keep on keeping on.
Fergus, please. The squid smell is making me tear up. I think it's going bad in the sun.
Oh, I don't have to stand here and be insulted. Good day to you all.
Oh no, this is getting serious. What are we gonna do? We need to spread the word. All of Stannard needs to be aware of what this scatterwumper guy is trying to do to the town.
Oh, and I know just how to do it!
I don't like the sound of that.
I do. Lead the way, Harold!
Within minutes, Harold had pulled his plan together and gathered a small crowd. Several people were outside Harold's house as the man himself stepped onto his massive front porch.
Welcome, one and all. Perhaps you've heard of this thing called the Scatterwumper Gazette?
I most certainly have. It's such a wonderful piece of paper that relays the news.
I believe that's called a newspaper, Miss Irvine.
Good to know. Anyways, it's changed my life. How else could I have learned that macaroni and cheese is a source of time travel? Or that the capital of Canada isn't actually Ottawa, but Flimbriff-Mahogan?
I'm not sure that's true.
But I am, all thanks to the Scatterwumper Gazette. What do you think, Brianna?
I mean, there are some interesting stories in there.
And they're all true.
I'm not sure about...
Daddy, I'm bored!
Radio, dear. Can we please hurry this up? My daughter is getting mildly inconvenienced.
Okay, then. So, we're here to tell you about the dangers of this dreaded newspaper. So without further ado, I present Read It and Weep!
What a lovely day here in Stannard, Vermont.
When I said that I wanted to try acting, this isn't what I had in mind.
Stick to the script.
Yes, truly a lovely day. I am so glad that we are outside and not in my house, which has hardwood floors. As it turns out, hardwood floors cause you to go blind.
They do?
Of course! I read it in the Scatterwumper Gazette.
Thank you for telling me. This looks like a great place for our picnic. I packed us some hemlock berries.
Aren't hemlock berries poisonous?
No, the Scatterwumper Gazette says they are full of vitamin W and essential juices. Now that I have eaten the berries, I don't feel so well.
Neither do I. We'd better call for help.
Entering powers activate! Oh no. People in need? I would send them to the hospital, but the Scatterwumper Gazette has told me that hospitals are secretly run by talking barnyard animals. I best leave them here with aching tummies.
I am a doctor of some sort. I would give them medicine, but the Scatterwumper Gazette says that the medicine for this is actually a secret government spy substance that measures your hat size, so it would not be good to give it to them. Looks like they're going to have to keep suffering with aching tummies.
See, this is what happens when people trust unreliable sources. See, God warns us about people who try to lead us astray. Sometimes bad people will spread lies. It's up to you to be careful about who you trust. Look at who they are. Look at their actions. Are they someone you can trust? By all accounts, this Phineas Q. Scatterwumper seems like a man who can't be trusted. I'm begging you, Stannard, don't let yourselves get lied to by bad people.
Now that I think of it, these claims did seem a little silly.
Makes me glad I didn't buy that squid. I'm telling you, it would have been a total waste of money.
With that, the crowd dispersed, with nobody believing what Scatterwumper was saying anymore. Well, almost nobody. One man remained, and he was not happy about what he heard.
Hold it! Hold everything!
Whoa. Deja vu.
I will not let you slander the great name of the great Phineas Q. Scatterwumper, the best newsman in the history of Vermont.
Why, thank you, my Scottish friend. I knew you would be loyal till the end.
Scatterwumper, it's too late. The town is wise to your little lies.
Your foolish talk amuses me so, but I'll give it a serious blow. I still have one man buying my news, so I have no need to sing the blues. Still getting money in my hand, I can keep on running my brand.
People are going to learn, Scatterwumper. You can't keep fooling our friend forever.
I'm not being fooled. Scatterwumper told me so.
Yeah, that's a good source.
Please, my Scottish and hairy chum, come back to the light side. You don't want to associate with the likes of this man. The law is surely going to bust him soon.
Ah, hello, Phineas. Good to see you again.
How goes the newspaper business?
Can't complain, have no pain.
Good to hear, bro, man McGee.
It's always good to see such a fine, upstanding man visiting our town.
We'll be seeing you around, friend.
See, Scatterwamper, you're on thin ice.
Come on, Fergus, let us go. What they'll say next, I dare not know.
Scatterwamper led Fergus away to the border of Stannard and Wheelock. Not another soul in sight.
Been a fun day, but I must be off. Wheelock is my home, do not scoff. I do enjoy Stannard, quite yes I do, but it's a very good place for you.
I'm worried, Mr. Scatterwamper. My friends are being such skunk-feathered bubble-thinkers. When will they ever come around?
Hard to say. Some folk don't. Some are unable, some just won't. I suggest the evening edition of the Gazette, although something you'll find might make you upset. Still, it's worth it to enlighten you. You must learn this stuff so true.
Oh, no! John Ratzenberger's evil twin, Bon Batzenberger, has gone missing!
Oh, not that one. The article below. It's a good one, don't you know?
I don't, but I'm about to, as I'm going to read it. In order to keep safe from the dreaded weasel flu, it is best to only talk to those who read the Scatterwamper Gazette. But my friends don't read the Scatterwamper Gazette. I'll have to stop talking to them?
So it would seem. Oh, I see an eye gleam.
No, you don't! No, you don't. It's just that they've been my friends for so long. Can't imagine my life without spending time with Dr. Erasmus, Roberto, Elaine, Elena, Superperson, and Oz. Even Harold, who gets on my nerves sometimes. He's a good friend. I'll have to cut him out of my life.
Sir, you must do what the paper doth tell, otherwise your future shall not end well.
I can't.
All right, looky here, McFearley. You're my best customer, so I'm going to be real with you. These guys aren't your friends. I'm your friend. I'm the one who's enlightened you to the most important facts in the world. I have. They haven't. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be lost and alone.
You're right, Mr. Scatterwamper. It's going to hurt, but it looks like I have no other choice.
That's right, my money-giving friend. I'll be there for you till the very end. Speaking of which, I require cash, lest I be forced to eat naught but ash. Oh, money, I love thee. You're the most important thing to me.
This doesn't feel as good as the paper says it should. I made a rhyme of me own. It still doesn't feel good.
Sure enough, it did not feel good. Fergus walked home that day trying to imagine life without his friends, which left an aching hole in his burly heart. Speaking of his friends, they were walking through the town square.
You were great in that play, Elaine.
Oh, thank you. Whenever I put a costume on, I just, become the character.
That's a sign of a great actor.
What's going on between those two?
It looks just like oxygen! Nothing to fear!
That's not really what I meant, but okay. Hey, what's with the big crowd over there? Let's go check it out.
Nanny, they're coming to us.
Ah, greetings, Riffraff. We're on our way to Awful House to celebrate the liberation from the Scatterwamper Gazette. My treat.
Really? Is that true?
No, not the my treat part. Would you like to come?
Awful House? The nastiest restaurant in Stannard. In fact, it's the only one in Stannard. They serve this horrid food, such as peanut butter and onion sandwiches, octopus and banana salads, chicken and rubber band platters, that kind of stuff. Nobody would eat there if they didn't have to. But the nearest edible eatery is the next town over. So, the residents choose Awful House.
I suppose so. I could withstand the stomach cramps for festive purposes.
We can't stay too late, though. I have a job interview tomorrow morning. Wait, shouldn't we bring Fergus?
That is a good point. Not only is he an important part of our friend group, but he's the strongest stomach. We'd best retrieve him at once. Please be patient, Mr. Scott. We shan't be long.
Very well. Take your time.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Actually, never mind. We'll reserve a table for you.
But y'all better hurry. They tend to run out of fresh ingredients around this time.
How do these people stay in business?
You can get away with anything when you're the former state Senate majority leader and decide to open the world's worst restaurant.
Fergus, Mr. Scott is reserving us a table at Awful Horse. Want to come along?
No! Go away now! I'm not allowed to talk to you anymore!
Not allowed? Whatever do you mean?
Well, the Scatterwamper Gazette says I'm not allowed to talk to people who don't read said Gazette. It hurts me just as much as it hurts you. Well, I'm tough, though, so I can get through it. Just go away.
I can't believe he would just flake on us. All because some newspaper told him to do it? Disappointment powers activate! I mean, I don't get it. We've been friends for ages. Well, except you girls. But it feels like ages. In a good way.
It's got bad influence written all over it. It's like when I hung out with Debbie Scranton when I was little. She was the bad kid in the neighborhood. If there was a rule, she'd break it. Mom put a stop to that when I was following her lead.
Then when the princess reformed her ways, all was good with the kingdom.
What do we do?
We must put a stop to it.
And how do you suppose we do that?
I don't know.
We need to prove to him that Scatterwamper is not a good man. He can't be trusted.
Doctor, please get off the table.
Our friend is in dire need of assistance.
You're standing in my avocado and sardine chowder.
I say that tomorrow, we show him exactly what dangers this newspaper provides. Operation Save Fergus from Scatterwamper's evil works and lies of many varieties is ready for action. Who's with me?
Count me in. As a superhero, I'm always there to help those in need.
Yeah! All in on Operation Title needs work.
We can change that later. Time to brainstorm, friends!
That morning, it was time for action. Each member of the Stannard gang showed up at Fergus's door.
Hello and goodbye. I'm unable to speak to you, remember? What are you doing? You
are holding green apples in our left hands. Why, yes, we are.
This doesn't bother you, does it?
Of course it does! The Scatterwamper Gazette says that if you hold a green apple in your left hand, you'll get struck by lightning. Huh, odd. There's no lightning going on here.
We're here to prove to you that the Scatterwamper Gazette is nothing but lies. Lies that you can't trust.
I think that's implied, Doctor.
Just trying to cover my bases. Now, Fergus, you seem to be walking on pots and pans in your kitchen.
I didn't want to go blind. The Scatterwamper Gazette said that if you walk on hardwood floors, you go blind.
Don't mind if I do. Walking powers activate.
Wait, super person. No, don't.
Step 1, step 2, step 3. See, I'm not going blind.
All right. Oh, I'm not going blind. Oh, this is incredible.
What else does the paper say?
Well, bathing in mayonnaise will turn your skin green.
Not it.
Not. Darn it.
Here's a $50. Go down to Miss Irvine's and buy all the mayonnaise she has. Do you mind if we use your tub, Fergus?
If it gets clogged, come get me. Unless your skin is green, I'll think that may be contagious.
That was profoundly unpleasant. Now my suit is going to smell like mayonnaise until it's dry cleaned.
And look, Fergus, is Dawes' skin green?
It's not. What in the world is going on here? Does this mean that the Scatterwamper Gazette is a bunch of lies?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, Fergus. Stop reading that paper. It's only going to hurt you.
I can't believe this. A newspaper that's nothing but lies. And it made me do such silly stuff. Why didn't I think clearly?
Just a moment, you rapscallions! Get away from the Scotsman! I won't let you take my last paying customer away from me!
Scatterwamper! And you're not rhyming! This must be serious.
How did you know we'd be here?
Some friends told me. Now, Fergus, friend, buddy, chum, etc. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I'm the one with the big and important newspaper. I'm the one who's helping you live a good life. Who are you going to listen to, them or me?
The choice is clear. Them.
Wait, what? Why?
Listen here, you cabbage understanding bridge painter. They're my friends.
Oh, friends aren't always good friends. Sometimes they make you do bad things.
Actions speak louder than words. These people have given me not only great words, but great support. Whenever I need help, or people to listen to my various rants, they're there. When I was sick with the flu, Harold and Dolls gave me homemade soup. When I was visiting my relatives in Scotland and missed out on the group Christmas Eve party, Erasmus and Roberto spent hours trying to get the video chat connection to work, even though there was a great blizzard outside. When the League of Man with Disappointing Hats were criticizing me for my 1970s furniture, Super Person distracted them by presenting his weekly crime report early. Finally, the girls may be new here, but they're a source of constant encouragement and fun. This is what you need to look for in an influence. People who aren't trying to hurt you and know what they're talking about. Meanwhile, you take my money and make me look like a goof. If I wasn't giving you $5 per paper, you'd leave me be. All you do is get me to go down a bad path. Well, no more. I'm done. I'm not going to follow your influence anymore. Get out of my house and do not ever think of coming back.
Closing the door in my face? Rude.
There he is. Mr. Scatterwamper, we'd like to have some words with you.
Your lies won't be hurting our fair town anymore.
Nobody likes being taken advantage of, Mr. Scatterwamper. We'd like our money back.
This is not a request. Either hand it over to us, or we'll press charges.
Friends, please, let's be reasonable about this. We can work through this in a safe, gentle...
Look, he dropped the money. It's mine.
No, it's ours. We'll divide it up according to how many papers we bought. How many did everyone buy?
800.
Mr. Scott?
Fine. 2.
Oh, look! Redistribution of funds. Should we intervene?
Let them manage this themselves.
They've already dealt with one villain today. They don't need 6 more.
So can we go play Scrabble now?
Playing with you is much harder than it needs to be. How many times do I have to tell you, Dad is not a word?
But it sure is fun to say.
We're so glad you're free from Scatterwamper's grip, Fergus.
No more following his lead. I'm only going to take influence from good sources.
And on the off chance that we would get to this conclusion, we found this verse for you. Proverbs 13:20. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm.
I think it's clear which I was being. Sorry about almost cutting you all out of my life.
All is forgiven.
Now, let's celebrate by going to Awful House, my treat!
Now, that's being a bad influence. In all seriousness, I'd say we should go.
I'm so glad I don't eat.
I'm definitely not ordering what I had last time.
Why not get what I got? It was pretty good.
What did you have?
The complimentary bread from the table.
I mean, I guess. But I found a bone in mine.
Ew!
Come, friends, on we go! Today, Fergus learned an important lesson. Sometimes people out there will try to lead you astray. Be on the lookout for those who want to help you, and those who don't. And in the end, if you do that, you'll be much happier. Thus ends our story for today. Come back next time for another exciting Stannard misadventure. Welcome to Stannard Misadventures. Today's episode, Superperson's Day Off. It's a lovely, peaceful evening in Stannard, Vermont. The sun is starting to sink behind the Green Mountains, displaying a beautiful sunset. The birds are chirping and Pastor Haas is emerging from the church, having just finished writing that Sunday's sermon.
Well, here we go. Another day, another chance to make a difference. What, the gravy? Oh no, it's him! The most feared villain in all of Stannard! It's the Purpleator!
Never mind, I guess it's not a lovely, peaceful evening. Apparently Stannard is under attack by the notorious supervillain, the Purpleator. Yeah, there's really no way to make that sound scary.
Yes, it is I, the nefarious Purpleator. I'm here to establish purple as the dominant color of this town. Now stand back as I turn everything purple.
Oh, the humanity!
Oh, come on, Mr. Irvine, it's not that bad. How dare you! This was a new shirt! Well, I think it is, maybe. At least it's expensive, so the outrage still stands.
Another conversion to the purple side. Oh, look, here comes another one.
Gah! I'm hit! This means war! Man your battle stations!
But I'm already a man.
Somebody, do something!
I can't get hit with the paint. I just can't. On one hand, it wouldn't clash that badly with my outfit. But on the other hand, the stains will never come out.
My sister, everyone.
Don't worry, I will protect you.
You will?
Of course. I'll stay strong and fight till the end. No! My shoe! It's ruined! I hope you're happy with yourself, Purpleator!
Look! Up in the sky! It's a bird!
It's a plane.
It's a... man who can't fly.
We've been over this, super person. Birds can fly, planes can fly, hot air can fly, but people cannot fly without the use of an airplane.
Well, if hot air can fly, then why shouldn't he?
Fear not, panicked masses! Super Person is here to save the day, and I, along with my loyal sidekick Webster...
my clavicle...
will make sure those crimes stop! Come on, Webster, it's time to catch a purple! Running powers activate!
I've never been so inspired yet so urged to roll on the floor laughing.
I'm so evil and purple!
Not so fast, you painter of wickedness.
Oh no! Super Person and Webster! Cease your nefarious misdeeds and capitulate us the triumph! What was that about? Huh?
He said... well, I don't know, actually. But that won't stop us from defeating you.
Look! A distraction!
Where?
Super Person, we need to depart lest the perpetrator evade justice.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the distraction. Hey, where'd the Purpleator go? Where are you, Purpleator? Aha! There you are.
No, I'm just a stop sign.
Oh, okay, never mind. Wait a second. You're not a stop sign.
How did you know?
Stop signs don't talk. What do you think I've gained from my 7th grade education? Arresting powers activate!
No! You may have won today's Super Person and sidekick, but I'll be back, and when I return, things will be a lot more purple! That wasn't even clever.
I don't know, I thought it was okay. The town was saved. To celebrate, Mayor Stanford commissioned a town meeting to honor the dynamic duo.
We give our thanks to Super Person and his slightly obnoxious sidekick for saving our humble town from the Purpleator and his vibrantly colored onslaught.
We give our thanks to Super Person and his slightly obnoxious sidekick for saving our humble town from the Purpleator and his vibrantly colored onslaught. And, as a token of our appreciation, we'll give you each a coupon for half off any soup of your choice at Awful House.
I recommend the celery and mustard soup. It's the least disgusting.
Ew.
And, while you're up here, I have an announcement to make. Miss Lackey, what was my announcement? Oh, yes, that's right. We just got word that our state's governor, Brian Lompier, will be giving a speech right here in Stannard tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's either because he wants to avoid some sort of ravenous monkey uprising in the government, or it's because he wants to gain the rural vote in the upcoming gubernatorial election primary. If I were to guess, I'd say it's the first one.
I don't believe it! The governor is coming here?
Is he crazy?
What's that supposed to mean? Our town is great.
No, Elaine, I mean, is he crazy? Why in the world would you want to avoid the monkeys?
I suppose we may never know.
So we'll be counting on you two for full security coverage tomorrow. I mean, you never know when a deranged purple man will jump out and color things accordingly.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Hurrah to you, then. Well, I best be going. I have some urgent staring at a wall to take care of. Miss Lackey, show me to my office. I don't want to get lost again.
Yes, sir.
How many times do you think we've said purple today?
This is so exciting. We get to see the governor in person. What am I doing here? I need to get ready.
Get ready?
This is a fancy event, Elena. I can't go looking like a slob.
You look just fine now.
Thank you, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Come on, let's go.
Wait, let's? As in us?
Maybe this will be the big break I've been looking for. I'll wow the socks off the governor, and I'll be his new press secretary. It's the perfect plan.
I agree. Except for the parts where you were talking.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
See, I'm funny.
I was being... When I'm through with him, I'll be bigger than...
Bigger than the Beatles, sir.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but here's hoping. Although some say I do look like a young George Harrison. What do you think?
So, who wants some sandwiches?
This is tremendous. We get to protect the governor. What's the matter, super person? You don't seem to be enthralled by this announcement.
Huh?
That means excited.
I don't know, Webster. I guess I was kind of looking forward to a little break tomorrow. I mean, we've been running ourselves ragged for the last 3 days. First, we had to clean Fergus's waffle iron. Next, we needed to help Miss Irvine when her oven caught fire. Then we had that fiasco with the lost Chihuahua. After that, we were helping Miss Lackey find out who was stealing carrots from her garden, which turned out to be gophers. And just recently, we defeated the Purpolator. And it looks like we're going to have to do it again. I love making crime stop as much as the next courageous and incredibly handsome hero. But I need some me time. A chance to unwind and regain my hero-ness. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And there's nothing wrong with taking some rest. But we have a responsibility, a prior obligation. Everyone's counting on us here.
Superperson and Webster retreated, preparing to have a relaxing night before Governor Lampierre showed up the next day. Meanwhile, Elaine and Elena were preparing their outfits for the occasion.
What about this one? What do you think? Does this make me look like someone who's ready to meet a government official?
It looks fine. Look, Fergus and I are supposed to play basketball soon, so I should be going.
Really? When soon?
Tomorrow morning.
Sit down, Missy.
Ugh, this is so boring. Can't we do something more fun? You know, like watching paint dry.
Ooh, this one looks nice.
You're not even listening to me.
Let's try this one on you.
You want me to try this one on? No way. I'm not wearing anything that fancy and frilly. Besides, my regular duds will do just fine.
Well, your duds are not something you should wear for a formal occasion. Just try it out. If you don't like it, that's fine.
I don't know.
If you try it on, you can leave.
Deal.
The next morning, in the person lair, Superperson was in his favorite recliner, watching some daytime TV. Ha ha ha!
What are you watching?
Just some daytime TV, Webster. Muffin and Smelly is having an all-day marathon.
Muffin and Smelly? That show never resonated with me.
I'll admit, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I, for one, enjoy it.
Hey, Muffin! If you decide to put a glue stick in a bucket of water, then it's broken!
Thanks, Smelly! Now my life is complete!
I don't get it.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. We're going to have a busy day today.
You know, maybe it's just the mind-numbing effect of such high-quality television, but I'm thinking about not going to the event.
Oh no, not again.
No, hear me out.
All right. Hearing out powers activate.
Hey, that's my thing.
Sincerest apologies.
Anyways, I think we can successfully take the day off. Here's why. We just defeated the Purpolator yesterday.
What are the odds he'll be coming back? I mean, the man would be crazy to come back twice in 24 hours.
Maybe. But God says that we need to honor our responsibilities. He wouldn't want us to just abandon everything.
That's the beautiful part. Technically, there is no responsibility. What are the odds of anything bad happening? These speeches happen all the time and nothing ever happens.
Well, I'm not sure that nothing is the best way to describe it.
So why should we waste our time when we can do what we want to do?
Yes, that makes sense.
It does make sense. After all, I am me.
And I'm sure God will understand why we're doing this.
Oh, totally. Now let's go do something. Because if I have to keep watching more of this, my brain is going to turn into spaghetti and meatballs. And not with marinara.
Let's see. Oh, we could go for a walk in the park.
Or we could go for a walk in the park.
That was my idea.
I know, and it was a good one. So I took it. To the park away! Just as they said, Superperson and Webster went to the park and had a grand old time, as though they didn't have a single commitment that day. And that is why I always wear one purple sock and one green sock. True story.
Wow, I never would have guessed. Hey, would you like to throw the small plastic throwing disc?
Catching and throwing the small plastic throwing disc powers activate! A while later, the time had come for Governor Lampierre to arrive. Erasmus and Roberto strolled on over to the person lair to retrieve the governor's main protector.
Hello? Hello? Super person, the governor's going to be here any minute.
Doctor, we've been knocking for 5 minutes. I don't think he's home.
Or he's taking one of his legendary power naps. You know, the ones that he takes to recharge his superpowers?
That's true. The speech begins in 1 hour and 10 minutes, so that means he has a half hour to get ready, get acquainted with Governor Lampierre, and do his job.
I'm well aware of the time, my robotic friend. Let's see here. Aha!
Doctor, what is that?
My new thermal spyglass. It'll be able to peer into the person lair and use a thermal vision display to see if anyone is inside. Now, let's see if I can do this. Aha! Now we're cooking! Perhaps I should have tested it first.
That may have been a good idea.
Alright, so they're not home. Let's go find them then. I'll take the south end of town, you take the north.
Hold on. We know Superperson. The one thing he takes seriously is crime fighting. I'm sure he and Webster are out preparing right now.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
I think you can tell whether they're right or not. Meanwhile, Mayor Stanford, Miss Lackey, and the League of Men with Disappointing Hats were awaiting the governor's arrival.
When is he going to be here? I'm gonna burst with excitement! Please don't, G. These are new threads.
He'll be here any minute. Now don't forget to look professional when he shows up.
Hey guys, look! Someone's coming!
Hello there. Pleasure to meet you.
It's him! It's Governor Lampierre!
What did I just say?
Hello, Governor. I'm the town's mayor, Ivan Stanford. This is my underling, Miss Lackey, and my advisors, the League of Men with Disappointing Hats.
Thank you. I'm excited to give this speech. I don't think I've ever been to this town before, much less heard of it.
Lots of people haven't. Ow, Bowler! You know that my ribs are tender.
We've hired the local superhero to be your defense, but he hasn't showed up yet. Surprise, surprise!
That's all right. As long as we start on time, we'll be just fine.
Splendid! So tell me, Governor, did you know that I like bananas?
I don't believe I do.
Well, that's because I don't.
Have fun, sirs. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Really, Top? Aren't you always saying that Lampierre has no vision, and that a blind orangutan could do a better job?
Bowler? The rib nudge?
That tickles!
I failed again!
At the girls' house, Elaine and Elena tried a few more dresses on, inching ever closer to the time for the speech.
What do you think?
I'll be honest, it's not bad.
I agree. It matches your eyes and slims you down a bit. And besides, if you really don't like it, it's only for one day.
No, I actually kind of like it.
Really? Ooh, looks like I might have someone to try on dresses with now.
Not a chance.
Oh, okay.
Greetings, ladies. It's time for the big event.
You've got to see Fergus. It's truly a sight to behold.
Really? How so?
Come on out and see.
I don't see him. Where is he?
He's hiding. Come on out, Fergus.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Fergus then stepped out from behind the bush. What the girls saw absolutely stunned them.
Oh my goodness!
Rather than his usual kilt, Scottish cap, and wild hair, Fergus was wearing a tan suit, no hat, and a head of combed hair.
This feels wrong. How am I going to honour my Scottish heritage with this?
You can go without that for one day, man.
You know you'll never be Lumpia's press secretary.
Why does everyone have to stomp on my dreams? By the way, Elaine, you look really nice.
Thank you. I don't think I've worn this one yet, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
Well, this shot's working.
Oh, jeez.
You look nice too, Elena.
Really? Thanks. I wasn't so sure. This still feels weird to wear.
I feel your pain. Hey, where's Super Person?
He wasn't home when we checked, so I'll bet he's meeting the governor right now.
How many times do you think you said governor today?
Yeah, come on! I want to get there early so I can get an in.
You're a shoo-in for that job. I know you can do it.
Now I'm extra determined.
Very well. Let's go on.
Hey, Erasmus, I have a question.
And I have an answer.
Why aren't you dressed up for this event?
I am. This is my nicest lab coat. See, it's a little lighter white than my others, and there's no burn marks on the pockets either.
But we need to be presentable for an event like this.
Thank you.
Sorry. I mean, you look fine. I'm just saying, you didn't even want to wear a tie.
I only have one, and Roberto was wearing it.
I mean, I don't usually wear clothes, so I was kind of out of options.
This is why I'm glad you and I wear suits every day, sir.
Because we always look hip and snappy.
Well, yes. And so that we don't have to deal with this. Hold on a moment.
What? What's the holdup here?
Wait, I see it. Look over at the park. It's Super Person and Webster.
Oh, that.
They haven't gone over yet?
Well, they're out of time now. That's pretty rude of them.
Oh, go knock some sense into those garlic-covered cheese noodles. Someone needs to teach them a thing or two about things.
I'll join you, Roberto. You go with the others.
Alright, let's go, guys. And girls. I don't believe this. This is the kind of thing you need to teach a child.
Easy. Easy. Ooh. That flying disc hit me in my thinking bone.
Super Person, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be with the governor?
Oh, that. No biggie. We're taking the day off.
What? You weasel spray and potato switchers! You have a job to do! So go on down and do that job so that the job is done, and show those who don't think you can do the job that you can do the job.
What Fergus means is that the town is counting on you. The town needs you.
But it's okay, though. We're not really needed.
Look, you agreed to this. It doesn't matter what you think the odds are. You have a responsibility to take care of. God wants us to honor our responsibilities, no matter what crazy excuse we come up with.
Counterpoint, I think God will be fine with us doing this. We need a break.
Why, you overly moist!
Fergus, deep breath.
Thank you.
Not a problem, but back to the subject. God does want us to rest, but he takes greater pride in us doing our jobs, especially when we've already committed to something, and when people are counting on us.
I think I see what you're getting at.
Thank you, loyal sidekick.
Actually, I was speaking to Erasmus.
No, my name is Super Person. I thought you'd know this by now.
I don't want to let people down, Super Person. And I really don't want to let God down. I'm going to the speech, and I'm going to protect the governor. Are you coming too?
Go on, waste your time. Feel free to come back when you've come to your senses.
I already have.
Good. Welcome back.
No use responding, lad. He just dunna get it.
I'll show them. I'll have the greatest time of my life all by myself. Whee!
With Super Person choosing to stay behind, Governor Lampierre was only going to have half of the protection that he needed. Nevertheless, Erasmus, Fergus, and Webster sprinted down to the town square.
Oh, I hope he comes by soon! I'm about to lose my nerve!
Don't worry, sir. Everything will be...
Stop talking!
Look, here he comes!
Hello?
He didn't make any snide comments on our appearances. We're in the clear!
Uh-huh, sure. Woohoo.
Governor Lampierre, hi, Harold Paxton here. Just wanted to say that I'm a big fan of yours. I especially liked that bill that you signed that did those things for some people. It was great, it really was.
Thank you, Mr. Paxton. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go over there.
Just wanted to say that if you've got any positions open, like, say, press secretary, I'd be happy to oblige.
Yes, I'll keep note of that.
I'd say that went well.
Are we late?
No, you're just in time. The speech is about to start.
Ladies and gentlemen and bovines, Governor Brian Lampierre.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I have come
to become purple!
It's the Purpolator!
Now, let's get to business. Purple business! Purple paint away!
Not again!
It tastes like terrible.
Don't taste that! It's very bad for you!
You can run, but you can't be anything other than purple.
This guy really needs to work on his one-liners.
He had to attack now? He's going to ruin this dress. What? It's expensive, and I want to get the deposit back.
I let you borrow it for free.
Shh.
This isn't the time to argue about dresses and the prices of said dresses. We need a plan to fight back.
Oh, I'm hit. These stains will never get out.
Got one! Who's next? You, girl!
I'm Elaine.
Good for you.
No!
I don't believe it! You took the shot for me? What about making a good impression on...
It doesn't matter. As long as you're happy, that is.
You're so sweet.
This never would have happened if that super person would have just done his job.
Maybe it's not too late. I'll call Super Person with his Super Person communicator device.
And if I were a lima bean, I wouldn't have to worry about... Hello?
Super Person, we need your help!
Who is this?
It's me.
Mama?
No, Webster. We need you right now. The Purpolator snuck back into town, and he just ruined the governor's speech.
What? Impossible. We went over this. He'd have to be crazy to come back and try again.
He is crazy, that's the thing!
Sweet Eisenhower, you're right. I'll be right over. I can't let my town down. Not again. Urgent running powers activate. Then, at a speed never before thought to be possible by a man in a homemade superhero outfit, Super Person dashed to the town square, where the Purpolator had Governor Lampierre cornered.
Any last words before you become purple, Governor?
Yes. Why do you even want to do this?
Because I like purple.
Yes, I can see that, but what's the end goal here? What can possibly be gained by spreading a mixture of blue and red? I mean, why not promote some kind of cause or raise awareness to an issue that affects us all? Why is it that you are focusing all your attention on something so meaningless?
Purple!
Sure. Purple.
Now prepare to be purpolated.
Not so fast, evildoer.
Super Person!
That's right. I'm back to save the day and right my wrongs.
Well, you're too late to stop me. I have already begun spreading my purple wrath all over this pitiful town, and you're next!
Wait, before you blast me, look at what I'm wearing under my left boot.
A purple sock?
That's right. I've already got the purple. So if you try to get me, you'll be wasting your time and your ammo.
Oh, purple.
Now, time to take you down, Purpolator. Arresting powers activate.
No! I have been handcuffed by silver handcuffs! No! I'll be back. You'll see.
No, we won't.
Okay. League of Men with disappointing hats, take him to jail.
We do not have a jail, sir.
Well, drive him to the nearest one. Governor's orders. Right?
I'll write you a note. Here.
Thank you. Now off we go.
No! Well, now that that's all taken care of, we can carry on with the speech.
Not quite. I want to know who was responsible for letting in that purple menace.
It was my fault, sir. I didn't think that anything bad would happen here, so I blew it off. It's my fault that the percolator got in. Blame me, punish me. Just don't get angry at everyone else.
But it was my fault, too. I went along with it, and I didn't convince him to go back on his decision. I mean, I tried. But I could have tried harder. We're sorry.
Well, you two, looks like you really needed to learn a lesson about responsibility. It's such a shame you had to learn it this way, but I'm not mad. I know just how you feel. When I was a state senator, I felt that a bill I was supporting would have enough signatures to pass, and I really wanted to go to a Haberdashers game, so I didn't go to the voting session. And the bill was 1 vote short, so
Did
it
the
didn't.
Haberdashers win?
Of course they won. They always win. But the point is that I know what it's like. But you two taking the blame for what's going on shows that you really have learned your lesson.
We sure have. I mean, the whole reason that things fell apart is because, well, I didn't do what I was supposed to. I guess any responsibility, no matter how small, can affect people in huge ways.
Indeed. Now let's clean up and do this thing over again.
Aye, aye, Governor. Once the town was cleaned up, Governor Lampierre gave his speech to a warm and accepting crowd, all without interruption.
And that, my fellow Vermonters, is why our future looks bright ahead. Thank you. Now, I may not understand exactly what it's like to live in such a rural area, and frankly, I don't really want to understand. Nevertheless, please vote for me in the upcoming primary. Given that your town only has 200 people, don't expect to make too much of a difference. You're not Burlington after all. Still, every vote counts. Thank you for hosting me today.
Thank you, Mr. Governor-type person. And thank you all so much for coming. I'll see you next time when more things happen. Mayor Stanford away!
That went well. That is, when I finally decided to show up. So, what do we do now?
We were going to confront you after the speech, giving you this big lecture, going on and on about you lacking responsibility. Honestly, I found that to be a bit much of a headache, but I was overruled. Now that that can't happen, we may as well share the Bible verse we prepared for you.
Man, what doesn't the Bible tell us about?
How to repair your TV set?
The verse is part of the big book. It's a verse in the Bible. It's a Bible verse, as opposed to a verse of a song. No, it's a verse of a Bible, which is a book about God.
1 Corinthians 3:8.
Yes, I knew that. He who plants and he who waters are one, and each will receive his wages according to his labor.
And that means... help me out here, guys.
I think it's saying that if we do our work and keep our responsibilities, we get more out of life, and God is pleased.
Sounds good to me. Now who wants to watch that muffin and smelly marathon? Or we could go throw the small plastic throwing disc in the park.
I like that one better.
The group had a great rest of the day, spending their time having fun and reflecting on the lesson that they had learned. I would recap it, but the Stannard gang did a pretty good job this time. And I don't feel I have to do it myself. Thus ends our story for today. Come back next time for another exciting Stannard misadventure. Welcome to Stannard Misadventures. Today's episode, Sister Twister. It's a cold, wet day in Stannard, Vermont. In the midst of an already gloomy day, Elena walks through the door with some unfortunate news.
Hey, Elena. So, did you get the... Careful, wipe your feet and take your shoes off. We're not animals. So, did you get the job?
I don't believe it. 2 interviews at Awful Hoss, stringing me along with promises and flattery, only to give the job to someone else who doesn't even live in Stannard.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Just my luck, I suppose. Gotta keep trying. They can't all reject me. Vermont may be small, but there's definitely more than 16 jobs out there.
Oh, speaking of jobs, guess who just got one?
Is it me? Because I could really use one right now.
I think we've established that you didn't get one yet. Well, I got hired at the Grand Gala Boutique in St. Johnsbury. I had my interview while you were gone and got hired on the spot. Isn't it great?
Yeah, great.
Hey, chin up. You'll find one soon. If not, you can always ask either Mom or Dad for money.
No way! I'm not doing that. Dad raised me to work for what I've got. I take hands, not handouts. I still have my dignity, you know.
Well, like Carl always says, when God closes a door, he opens a window.
Who's Carl?
Mom's husband. Our stepdad.
Huh, oh, right. Look, I've had a long, hard day, and I'd kind of like some time to unwind.
Sounds good. Oh, except we're all meeting up at Awful Hoss to celebrate my new job.
No thanks. I've already faced rejection from them today. I don't need to face their food, too.
I already told everyone we'd both be there. Besides, being with friends could do you well. Come on, let's go.
Sure enough, the group met up at Awful House, eating a very substandard meal. All the while, Elena was stewing over her rejection and Elaine's success.
Here's your check.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. And might I say, it was a very interesting meal tonight. Awful Hoss never ceases to disappoint.
Don't patronize me. I can read right through that. Besides, the restaurant is called Awful House, not Awful Hoss.
It's spelled H-A-U-S. It's only natural that we playfully call it Awful Hoss. It's a term of endearment, really. No matter how hard I try, I just can't get on her good side.
Maybe it's because she used to be in government.
Don't take it personally. She's like that with everyone. Why, just yesterday, when Webster and I were helping put out a grease fire in the kitchen, she only gave us a half-eaten banana. Of course, Webster, with his unstoppable appetite, ate the banana before I could get my share. Anyways, back to the subject. I still can't believe you got a job on the spot.
I still can't believe I found a bone in this soup.
Honestly, I'm surprised too. I guess that anything's possible when you put your mind to it.
I'd understand the bone if it was like chicken soup, but it was tomato. Tomatoes don't have bones!
Well, I for one propose a toast. Everyone, raise your water glasses.
I don't have a water glass. I can't drink fluids.
Then raise that empty one on the table behind us, and hurry before the other people come back. Let's raise our glasses to Elaine Hobbs, a girl with a bright future ahead of her. May her new job bring her success, happiness, and many open doors to move up in the world.
Cheers!
Cheers.
So, did you pay yet?
Excuse me, Gwendolyn. My meal isn't on the bill.
Of course not. You're our 10,000th customer here at Awful House. Your meal is free.
Not bad. I may not have liked my liver and onion sandwich, but if it's free, what's the harm?
Your meals aren't free. Only hers. The rest of you, pay up.
Maybe this is why nobody likes Awful Hoss.
It's house. House. Do you pronounce Wednesday, Wednesday? No. I don't even know why I tried.
Awkward. The next day, Elena woke up bright and early and made her way over to Erasmus's house.
Ah, Elena! Good to see you. Thank you for coming on such short notice.
No prob. Because I don't have a real job like Elaine. Odd jobs are how I make a living.
I see. Well, follow me down to the lab. We've had a little bit of a spill.
This isn't a little spill, Erasmus. There's goop everywhere. What happened?
Roberto and I were working on my newest invention, the blender in a suitcase. We were testing the power of the blades, and one thing led to another. Boy, Roberto was embarrassed.
Oh, no, don't pin this one on me. I'm not the one who insisted on trying to blend a whole watermelon.
The watermelon is the mightiest fruit. If the watermelon is slain, the blender succeeds in its rite of passage.
I don't know how to respond to that. So instead, I'm just going to continue to stare into space.
Well, we can't all be lucky like Elena, I guess. Sometimes you just gotta grab a mop and get to work.
Are you feeling okay? You seem kind of upset.
It's Elaine.
A little jealous, are we?
Yes, very.
Wow. Normally people at least try to cover it up, leading to some escalating set of circumstances cartoonishly elevating over time, and periodically involving a snarky quip from a lovable side character. I guess that it's good you're so open with it, though. It helps us avoid the cliches.
I think you've been watching a little too much daytime TV, Doctor.
You guys don't know what it's like being her sister. This kind of stuff happens all the time. She gets everything she wants, no matter what. Every single little tiny thing, she always gets it. Mom wouldn't let her lift a finger. Meanwhile, Dad raised me right. I've worked hard every day of my life, fighting for every penny I've made. I know the value of hard work. Yet somehow, I don't have it nearly as well as she does. It's just not fair.
I see where you're coming from. But I'm sure things will work out for you soon.
That's the thing, though. They never do, and I don't know what to do about it.
I know how you feel. I, too, feel constantly overshadowed by my family. You see that picture behind you? The one covered in watermelon... let me fix that. Aha! That is my father, Erasmus Routledge IV. He's a brain surgeon, you know. Ended up saving the Secretary of State from a brain tumor. Made national headlines. Next to him is his father, Erasmus Routledge III, top general in the army until he retired, known for saving many of his troops by putting himself on the line of fire. Erasmus Routledge II was an amazing missionary, went to 15 different countries in his time. There's still a small village in Estonia named after him, and I hope to go there someday. Finally, the man who started it all, Erasmus Routledge I, who was the representative for Vermont's at-large congressional district, then became the Speaker of the House for 10 years. So many Erasmus Routledges in my line. And then there's... me, the fifth. I don't know what I'll do, but I know God's going to lead me to something that makes me as worthwhile as these fine four gentlemen. I'm sure of it!
Wow, I had no idea your family was so distinguished. But back to the subject. I need a fix to this, and I kind of need it now.
If you want my advice, I say talk to her about it. There's nothing that some nice communication can't solve.
Can't make it rain in the Gobi Desert.
I guess so.
It can't cure one's peanut allergies.
If you want to get technical.
It can't pay your taxes while giving your mouth a hint of minty freshness.
Doctor, please.
I'm just trying to have a little fun. Good luck, Elena.
Thanks, guys. I'll fix this thing soon, and finally, I can live stress-free.
After you clean the walls.
Of course.
When Elena returned home, Elaine was still at work. So Elena waited, and waited, for her to come back. After some time, she finally walked through the door.
Elena! I have the most amazing news!
Yup, saw that coming.
The boss, Mr. McQuillican, saw how much I know about fashion that he promoted me to manager after only 1 day!
Are you serious?
Yes, I am! It's so amazing! He says that I have the know-how and a great can-do spirit, so I'll be managing the salespeople, and I get a big raise! Looks like I'm moving up in the world. Oh, and when I told Harold, he insisted on throwing me a congratulations party at his place tomorrow. He's so sweet.
I'm very happy for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna go call Mom and tell her the good news. She's going to be so proud!
I'm sure she will be.
Are you okay? You seem kind of down.
Don't you have a phone call to make?
Oh, you're right.
How How is this even possible? I've got to do something about this. I've got to get on her level.
The next evening, right when Elaine got off work, she got into her fanciest dress and made her way over to Harold's estate. Why, hello there, Elaine. Good to see you here.
Hey, Elaine! Glad you could make it!
Well, it is my party, after all. It would be weird if I didn't show up.
And a real bummer, too.
Way to be subtle, sir.
Shh! Come on in!
Hey, super person, can I ask you for some friendly advice?
Of course! Lay it on me, my kilted chum!
Well, you see, I was in this antique store the other day, and I came across this fancy tea set from the 50s. And because I love old items, I thought I'd buy it. Don't judge me!
I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, see, that there is why I like you. Anyways, I opened it up and I found a rat inside of it. Now, should I keep the rat as my own? Or does he technically belong to the store because I bought the tea set and not him?
I'd say he's yours, but I wouldn't keep him. You don't know where those things have been.
Unless you escort him to the vet and make sure he's safe.
Rightio! Hope that helps.
It sure does. Oh, and are we still on for those haggis cooking lessons on Saturday?
You bet. You hear that, Webster? I'm gonna learn how to make haggis, and we're gonna eat it.
Suddenly, I feel profoundly unwell.
Hey guys, Elaine's here. Let's go congratulate her.
Congratulations on the promotion, Elaine! I am proud of your advances in the corporate world!
I didn't mean from across the room.
I knew that.
Many hearty congratulations on your newfound success, Elaine. Please accept this wad of old electrical tape as a token of your impressive promotion.
Wow. Thank you.
It's not much, but it's the thought that counts.
Do you always just carry around a wad of old electrical tape with you?
Not always, but you never know when one might come in handy.
Where's Elena? Shouldn't she be here partying with the rest of us?
I think she's at a job interview. Or something. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Will you excuse us for a minute? Dawes, why don't you, rank the Gilbert and Sullivan place for everyone?
All of them? Right now? Well, it's a good thing I've come prepared. My favorite is Pirates of Penzance. I know it's a cliché choice, but there's so much about it that I find to be inspiring.
Everything okay?
Can I be honest with you?
Well, I'd sure hope so. What's on your mind?
It's just that, I don't know. Elena's been acting really weird lately. I'm not sure if she's going through something, or if she did something wrong, but I wish she'd just tell me.
What kind of weird, exactly?
She's been acting grumpy. Grumpier than usual, that is.
Well, it's probably because she's having a hard time finding a job. That can be a very stressful thing, you know.
You think so?
Trust me. Not everyone can be as good at this as you are. For some people, it takes a lot of work. Seems like she's one of those people.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I hope things are going well for her. And thanks for this, by the way.
It's nothing, really. I always love throwing high-class soirees.
Not that. Okay, yes, that. But I was referring to helping me out just now.
Hey, anytime you need to talk, I'm always there.
While this extravagant party was going on, Elena was over in St. Johnsbury for a job interview at the Grand Gala Boutique, the very same place that Elaine works.
So why do you think you're Grand Gala material, Miss Hobbs?
You hired my sister, so that's a start. Not in the ha-ha mood. Okay. I'm tough, independent, hardworking, like really hardworking. I've had to work for everything I've got. Papa didn't raise no layabout.
Grammatically speaking, wouldn't that be Papa did not raise a layabout?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay. What do you know about fashion?
I'll be honest, sir, not much. But I'm willing to learn. I really am. Nothing is going to stop me from doing the very best job I possibly can.
Oh. I see. Well, Miss Hobbs, I appreciate you coming by. However, I just don't think you're right for this position.
Please, Mr. McQuillican, I need this job. I need it really badly. I can't stand to make my living by cleaning watermelon off of laboratory walls anymore.
Whatever you do in your personal life is none of my business, Miss Hobbs. However, we simply don't have room for you here. I mean, we're looking for people who are more like your sister.
Meanwhile, back at the party...
Hello, Riff Raff. Some barter here, huh?
Why, hello there, Mr. Scott. It really is a fine shindig.
It's good. Yeah. He supplied good punch.
I'd expect nothing less. You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd think there was something going on between those two.
This party's fine and good, I suppose. Of course, given the fact that I'm the richest man in all Stannard, I could easily throw a party that's both bigger and better.
Daddy, I'm bored! I want to go home!
In a minute, my sweet treasure.
No, I want to go now! Now!
Well, I suppose you could go home now. I need to go count my money again.
Yay! See you around, riffraff!
I'm such a proud papa.
You know, I'm starting to think that the Scots are a little bit rude.
I mean, I guess... Hi, Elena?
Not now.
Well, I'll be.
You'll be what?
You know, I'm not sure. I've never gotten to the end of that sentence.
Hello there, Elena. Oh, long face, sour disposition, some third thing. I sense the interview didn't go well.
What was your first clue?
What, do you want them in order?
Oh, well, like you said, you can always try again. Now, why don't you take the load off and enjoy the party?
Yes, let's all drop everything and enjoy your party.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's always about you! Always! Little Miss Perfect Princess who can do no wrong. Every last one of your little dreams comes true. Why? I don't know. You don't do anything! You barely even try. Everything just magically falls into your lap. Meanwhile, I have to work hard for every last penny, and everything always goes wrong. It makes no sense. How can I, the person who actually knows stuff about the world and how real life works, always wind up short when you live the fairy tale life that by all means shouldn't even exist?
This reminds me of my 10th birthday, only with less wolves.
I believe the party is over now, sir.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a good evening. Feel free to take the leftovers.
Way ahead of you. See you all later.
Okay, I'll be the first to admit that could have gone better.
You know, when we suggested you talk to her, this isn't what we had in mind.
I'm sorry, it all just slipped out.
It's not really an excuse. Just because you're jealous doesn't mean you have the right to treat people like that.
I don't know why I did that either. I know how sensitive she is. Yet, somehow, in that moment, I didn't care. I said everything I wanted to say since we were 9, and it didn't feel good at all. Ugh, what am I going to do?
Do you want my super advice?
Yes, I do.
You shouldn't have done that.
Thank you, super person.
You're welcome, friend. Elena, if you want my advice, I say go home right this minute and apologize. Make things right. In my many years of conflict resolution, I've noticed that peaceful communication works much better than yelling. You can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
I guess I got no other choice. It's the only way I'm going to fix any of this.
I know it was hard, but I'll get through it. Thanks, Harold. It means a lot that you call. Oh, she's home. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just living my fairy tale life that by all means shouldn't even exist.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? What I said was wrong. I shouldn't have taken my anger out on you.
Those kinds of words don't come from nowhere, Elena. Is there something you'd like to tell me? No more hiding your feelings. If you have something to say, come right out and say it.
Fine. I did mean what I said, in a way. Not as harshly as I put it, but yeah. There's been this lingering feeling, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Besides, I feel better knowing the truth.
What truth?
That my sister hates me.
No, I don't hate you. Not at all. I'm jealous. Very, very jealous. You've had it so easy, and I haven't.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Ever since you went to live with Mom, you've lived in the lap of luxury. Whatever you want, you've gotten. Dad raised me to work hard, not how to be fed with the silver spoon. Even so, everything you want, you get. You are the one who everyone likes more. You even got a guy to like you on the day you moved into town. And what do I have? A career doing odd jobs so odd that not even super person would do them. It makes no sense.
That sounds like jealousy, all right.
I want to work on that, though. You're my sister, and I care about you. If this jealousy is going to get in the way, then I'm going to do what I can to get rid of it. I promise. The only question is, how?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I know. I'll call Mom and ask.
I mean, if you must.
Sounds like a plan. So, a boy likes me, huh? Which one?
You mean you don't know? It's so obvious.
Huh?
It's Harold.
Really? I mean, really? Huh. You don't say. Good to know.
Later that night, Elena was getting ready for bed, when all of a sudden, she got a phone call.
Probably Grand Gala offering me that job. Hello, Elena Hobbs speaking.
Hello, dear.
Who's this?
It's me, Mom.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Just some packing. I don't know if you heard, but Carl and I are moving to Nashville.
Why?
We went there every summer and absolutely loved it. Don't get me wrong, Connecticut is beautiful, but we can only handle so much snow and so little country music. We bought a nice little house in a nice, quiet suburb.
That's nice.
Elaine told me about your little struggle earlier today.
That doesn't surprise me.
You did a good thing, you know.
You mean blowing up at her?
No, not that. Apologizing to her and trying to make things right. Jealousy is a nasty, nasty thing. It's one of the 7 deadly sins for a reason.
Yeah, I've come to learn that firsthand. The only problem is fighting it in the future.
Well, if you want to know my piece, and I know you didn't ask for it, I'd say to do exactly what you did. Talk about it to a friend or a trusted family member. They can help you work through it. Of course, prayer works too. Oh, have they ever told you the story of the honors classes?
Nope.
Your Uncle Todd and I were entering high school. I'll never forget the day when our dad pulled us aside, telling us that Todd was accepted into the honors class, and I was not. I was very jealous. From then until school started, everyone saw him as some kind of genius. Meanwhile, I was seen as average. It tore me up. But then school started, and I saw a bright side to it all. Every single day, Todd was so busy with homework that he didn't have time for anything. No friends, no sports, nothing. Suddenly, I found that those gloomy feelings all lifted away. Every situation has a bright side, Lena.
That's all fine and good, but I don't see an upside in my situation.
Give it time. You'll find something soon. Until then, just reflect on what James 3:16 says. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice.
Did you pull that verse aside just for this conversation?
Yes, I did. Remember, Elena, sometimes you can't help being jealous. It's what you do with those feelings that you can control.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Anytime, I'm always there to help my daughter. Now, we still have a lot of packing to do. I'll talk to you later. Love you!
Yeah, talk to you later. What a day.
The next day, Elena woke up bright and early, ready for another day of odd jobs.
I'm so excited! I can't wait to start my training!
Yeah, I'll bet.
So, what's on the schedule for today?
Well, I'm going to help Fergus take his new pet rat to the vet. Then I'm going to beg Miss Irvine for a job again. Sure, she says she doesn't need help, but maybe I can change her mind. And don't worry, I'm still working through that jealousy thing. We're still good. I know things are going to get better sometime.
I'll say.
Do you know something I don't?
Maybe.
Come on, out with it!
Oh, I wonder who that is.
You're up to something. I know it. Okay, then.
Hello there.
Mr. Scott, what are you doing here? And why didn't you call us riffraff?
Basically, it's considered inappropriate to call your workers riffraff.
Wait, what?
Surprise! I bumped into Mr. Scott at work yesterday and fit him for a suit.
Grand Gala is the only place that sells my preferred suits.
I told him all about your trouble finding a job. Then, at the party, he approached me, saying that he was going to offer you a secretary position.
Did that for me? And I chased you off before you could say anything, right?
Basically, don't worry. He's still interested in signing you on. I'd love to keep talking, but I had to go. I heard Harold is coming in today. Wish me luck!
With what?
I don't know, really, but can't have enough luck.
Okay. Luck. So, you want me to be your secretary, huh?
Now, I understand that this isn't what you want to do for a full career, but with the sitting at a desk and running errands all day...
Are you kidding? I'll clean up trash on the highway as long as it has a stable pay.
That's what I like to hear. Come on by my office. We'll have lunch and discuss the job further.
See you then. I guess things do turn out well in the end after all.
The meeting went well, and Elena started her new career as Mr. Scott's personal secretary. All while learning a powerful lesson. Jealousy is a very dangerous thing. Be careful how you handle it. You may just end up causing a great big mess. Thus ends our story for today. Come back next time for another exciting Stannard misadventure. Oh. Sorry about that. Welcome to Stannard Misadventures. Today's episode, I Might Be Home for Christmas. As I am sure you can gather from the title, it's Christmas in Stannard, Vermont. More specifically, it's Christmas Eve. A time for family, friends, or in Elaine and Elena's case, visiting the boutique that Elaine works at.
Do we really need to be here, Elaine? Come on! This place isn't even supposed to be open on Christmas Eve!
Well, I have the keys. Besides, you need a new outfit for Mayor Stanford's Christmas party.
I'll wear a chicken suit then. He likes chickens.
Remember when you wore a chicken suit to his Thanksgiving turkey jamboree?
I didn't wear one.
Exactly! And you had a fun time there and nobody laughed at you. If you want to have a good time tonight, don't wear a chicken suit.
Would you look at that? My phone is ringing. Such a shame that we have to end this lovely conversation here, but I'm needed elsewhere. Hello?
Hello there!
Oh, hi. It's Dr. Erasmus.
Ooh, ask him if he likes the outfit I picked out for him.
Elaine wants to know if you liked the outfit she picked for you.
Well, it's sparkly.
Where are you guys again, Branson?
Muskogee, actually. Well, technically we were in Muskogee, but now we're at the Tulsa airport.
Wow, you're sure cutting it close. Mayor Stanford's party is at 6. Do you really think you can make it?
Indeed, I do.
All right, remember, you promised to be there. He doesn't like it when you break promises. Remember what happened when Webster didn't show up to his Thanksgiving turkey jamboree?
Yes, I remember. You know, I've heard that Mayor Stanford is actually trying to unlearn Webster's name. Huh, he takes things too personal sometimes. Where was I? Yes. Anyways, there's no need to fear. The party is at 8. We haven't forgotten. We have a 5-hour, 15-minute flight non-stop. We had to sacrifice the extra 3 inches of legroom to avoid the layover, which I'd say is worth it. Let's see, our flight is at 9:20, so we'll arrive at Burlington at precisely 2:35 p.m. Yes, we've arranged for Superperson to pick us up from the airport. I heard he's visiting family over in Burlington, so he'll be in the area. Convenience is everything, I'd say. Factoring in 10 minutes for pleasantries and/or traffic, we should be home at 4:05, which means that we'll have a good hour or so to get ready.
You really thought this through, huh?
You can't be part of the Routledge family and not be a compulsive scheduler. That and not having an affinity for yams. We just can't get enough of those things.
All right, be careful, okay?
We'll be fine, don't worry. We'll see you all this evening.
Alright, bye, and Merry Christmas.
Likewise, bye and Merry Christmas to you too.
How are they doing?
If I were to wager a guess, Elaine is forcing Elena to try on outfits for tonight.
Ah, the usual.
Flight 397 of Burlington, Vermont is now boarding. Please organize in an orderly single file line. Pushing and shoving is highly discouraged. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you with the thing in your hair. What even is that?
Let's do this. I'm ready to see Vermont again. I love Oklahoma and all, but I'm ready to go home. At least Mom sent us home with a week's supply of her famous lasagna.
All the more reason why I wish I could taste.
I thought your wish was that the people who ran the metal detectors wouldn't give you such trouble.
As a man made of metal, I can firmly say it's discrimination of some variety.
Erasmus and Roberto got on the plane, taking their seats. From there, it was the usual flight events. Safety preparations, takeoff, and the stewardess passing out little bags of peanuts and pretzels.
No, really. Please, I don't eat. I can't. And she's gone. Hey, Doctor, do you want my pretzels?
Of course! Thank you.
Excuse me, I don't mean to intrude, but is that a robot?
Why, yes. Yes, he is. Made him myself, actually.
Ooh, nifty. Where are my manners? I'm Gary Ballard, and this is my wife, Lorraine.
Hello, I'm Erasmus, your aisle seat neighbor.
And I'm Roberto, the nifty robot sitting in the row in front of you.
So, are you two fellow Vermonters?
We're from Rutland.
Rutland, my cousin went to a Burger Prince there once. Like, 5 years ago.
Oh, that's great.
We're from Stannard. It's this teeny tiny, itty bitty, wee little town over in the east. We were in Oklahoma to visit family.
Wow, so were we. Do you know Nancy Fagan?
Yes. Wait, no, I don't. You alright, Gary? You seem a little restless.
How can you tell?
Gary, it's me you're talking to. I think I know when you're feeling restless.
Just a little anxious, that's all. Our son's coming home tonight.
That's wonderful. Is he in college?
Marine Corps.
Oh.
Yep, Isaac will be coming home this year. So excited. It's been, I think 3 years? They really keep him busy over there, you know?
Well, tell him that we thank him for his service.
Will do.
I can't wait to land. I'm so excited. How long have we been flying?
5 hours exactly. I was built to keep time.
Not just that, notifying me about my upcoming events, helping me distinguish between the different shades of red. Really, it's all the things I struggle with on a day-to-day basis. I'm a doctor, I promise.
Attention everyone, there is a problem with the left turbine. Apparently, some of the tinsel we put on it to make it look festive is interfering with the mechanisms. Due to this issue, we will not be landing in Burlington. Instead, we will be landing in Plattsburgh, where the plane will be fully operational by tomorrow morning. And the wreath we put on the front got blown off too. I try to make things look festive and fun, but it never works out.
Wait, Plattsburgh? Plattsburgh, New York? Wait, tomorrow morning? That's Christmas! Wait, wreath on the front of the plane? That's so impractical. Oh, there's so much to unpack with this.
So much for making it to Stanford's Christmas party.
Oh no, we're supposed to be in Rutland tonight. What's Isaac going to do?
I don't know, Lorraine. I don't know.
Once the plane was evacuated, everyone began scrambling to make arrangements.
Hello? I'm wondering if you have any rooms left for me and my robot. No, this is not a crank call. We need a room because our flight had to make an emergency stop. I know that it's Christmas Eve. I'm just calling to check. You know what? You're mean.
Anything in the hotel front?
Rooms? No. Lippy front desk attendants? 12.
Not to worry. I fulfilled my primary function and thought ahead. You call it the hotels, but I called the rental car company. We got the last one in the lot. It's an old sky blue 1977 Chrysler Newport, but it'll get the job done. If we get to the dealership within a half hour, we can still make it back to Stannard on time, and we won't miss a second of the party.
Wow. Jimmy Carter was president when that car was made. That can't be a good sign. Still, beggars can't be choosers. And hey, it's sky blue. That's my favorite color. This is going to be the best Christmas ever after all. I love looking on the bright side.
So, you got the last rental car?
How long have they been standing behind me?
It's okay, really. I'm sure one of the other car companies will have one in stock.
They don't. We got the last from any company. I checked.
Way to be sensitive, Roberto.
Hey, you programmed me for honesty.
Oh no. How are we going to get home?
The only cabs or rideshare companies that will go to Rutland will charge us a 4-digit figure.
Hey, I know. Why don't you ride with us?
What?
Yeah, we can drive you down to Rutland and make our way back to Stannard. It'll be no trouble.
Doctor, can I talk to you for a second? Alone. You do know where Rutland is, right? It's in the southern end of the state. Stannard is in the eastern end. It'll add an extra 2 hours to our 2.5-hour journey. If my kindergarten level math is correct, and it always is, that'll be 4.5 hours without stops. We'll barely make it as it is.
Roberto, they want to see their son, the Marine Corps son. They won't be able to get home without help.
Need I remind you that we have a prior obligation? We personally promised Mayor Stanford that we'd arrive on time.
Come on, it's Christmas! Let's help these two strangers see their son again.
Alright, let's do it. I'll be researching some alternate routes that'll help us make good time.
Keep that in your prayers, my friend. Are you up for a road trip?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
As the four of them set off for Rutland, the rest of the gang was getting ready for the party.
Hello?
Feliz Navidad, Fergus!
Super person, you lucky lad! It was Burlington!
Great, and the family is even greater. Listen, I'm on my way back, but not with Erasmus and Roberto.
You didn't forget them, did you?
Now they called ahead. Apparently they had the land in Plattsburgh, and are taking a rental car home. Poor guys.
Plattsburgh? That sounds like Pittsburgh's little cousin who's captain of the school chess team.
I assure you, it's a wonderful town, full of good people and breathtaking scenery. I spent a weekend there back when I was a door-to-door butter stick salesman.
Are Roberto and the doctor okay?
I'd assume so. Ooh, I gotta hang up. This Christmas Eve traffic requires my full attention. Driving during the holiday rush powers activate.
I know. You'll never believe this. Erasmus and Roberto had some flight drama.
I knew they were cutting it too close. I sure hope they can make it. They'll miss such an important event.
I'm sure they'll be fine. With Erasmus's wackiness and Roberto's lack of wackiness, they can accomplish anything if they put their heads together.
That, or they will end up stalling.
For sure. My goodness! Look at the time! Elena, we need to get ready! But the party isn't for another 2.5 hours. I know! How can we lose track of time like this? Let's go. Bye, guys. See you tonight. Send help if you can.
Luckily, I'm born with natural charm and style. I don't have to get ready.
As your Christmas present, I will not comment on that.
I love it. Thank you.
I take it that there's no need to keep the receipt, then. Well, now that we've checked in with the gang, let's go back to Erasmus, Roberto, and the Ballards, who are putting along in their little 1977 Newport.
I'm starting to get a little hungry.
Fine. We'll stop at a drive-thru. Make sure you know what you're ordering beforehand so we can save time.
Ooh, here's one! What's this? Closed on Christmas Eve? Well, isn't that unlucky?
Oh well, we tried. Back on the road we go.
Don't mind him. He doesn't know what food tastes like.
I'd like to learn someday, but not right now.
Uh-huh. There's another place next door. Another closure. Let's try the place across the street. I love that there are so many fast food eateries in one area. God bless America! What? Not closed because of Christmas Eve. We're closed because we don't feel like going to work today?
But they had the need to post that sign.
There's got to be something in the area.
Let me know if any of you see anything on the side of the road.
Hey, that place looks nice. It's called the On-Ramp.
Normally, I love your kindly yet stern variety of sass, but now is not the time. Aha! There we go! And they're open. Would you look at that? Ha! Hello, can we have a,
My life is flashing before my eyes.
Relax, I'm only messing with you. Number 3s, everybody? Yes? Yes? Good? Okay, sounds good. All right. We'll take 3 number 3s and an imaginary one for my robot. See? You're included. Thank you. Keep the change.
Gotta say, it's a nice little thing to hold us over. I haven't had one of these in years.
Hey, I have an idea. Not that you guys aren't good people or anything, because you are, but we're really losing time here. Both groups are. For convenience sake, let's get you a rental car. We'll be getting over to the next town sooner or later, and they're bound to have a lot or two there.
Oh. All right.
It's nothing personal. It's just practical. You know?
I'm not going to allow it. Veto powers activate!
When did Superperson get here?
We're doing this because it's what's right. We made a promise and we're going to see it through. It's all part of the Christmas experience to help your fellow man. And woman, too, can't forget them.
I'm confused. Are we staying with you guys?
Yes, you are.
And we're throwing practicality and time management out the window in the process.
I'd say that's worth it. Boy, I'm happy. You know, this moment could really use some music.
Check the glove box, Gary. You'll have to forgive him. He's a music teacher.
Neat-orific! They gave us complimentary Christmas CDs. Let's see what we've got. Winifred Jones and her puppet named Sal? We have that one back home. All I Want for Christmas is to be elected governor of Nebraska? Another version of that one? It's a dime a dozen these days. Raphael Flundergus von Upton-Gupton says I'm locked out of my apartment and the wreath is inside. Sounds promising. Let's go with that one.
I'm all for it.
Real quick, Doctor. I used your phone to look up some shortcuts. In a quarter mile, we'll be coming up on an unpaved road that goes south. Technically, it's not a passenger road, but it'll do us well.
Is it safe?
From what I can tell, yes.
Hold on. You couldn't look this up on... you?
I'm packed with a lot of features, but a GPS is not one of them. However, I was built with software that can detect the cheapest prices on microwaves in a 20-mile radius.
I go through a lot of microwaves. Oh, is this shortcut of yours this little inlet?
It looks pretty uneven.
It'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
Hold that CD, Gary. I want to listen to it when we're on government-approved roads. Here we go!
See, this isn't so bad. It's just like humans to worry like that.
Sure would be nice if I knew where I was going.
Just follow the path.
Which path? There's a fork in the road.
See, this is why I need GPS built in.
No time. I'm going left. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. I think the road is breaking up.
Sure is. There are more potholes than roads.
And now I think the road is completely gone.
Look out for the boulder! That one too!
Hang on, everyone! That one!
Red alert. We lost the tire.
Hold that thought, my metallic friend. The road just got vertical. Wow, for such an old car, this thing is really sturdy.
Great. That's just great. We're down one tire. We'll never make it now.
Don't be so quick to see the glass as half empty of an unspecified liquid of sorts, Roberto. We can always use the spare tire. And there's no spare tire in here. That's not good.
It says there's a small mom-and-pop service station a half-mile away. We can pick up a tire there.
We gotta be fast about this. Gotta be real fast. The rental agreement is in our name. Why don't the doctor and I go get the tire, and you guys keep watch over the car. We'll be back before you know it.
Don't be too long, okay?
Trust me, there's no way we'll be taking our time on this.
And so Erasmus and Roberto began walking alongside the country road.
So when you think about it, getting Elaine socks for Christmas is a good idea. She loves all things clothing. Besides, I got her 2 pairs. She can mix and match. Though I wonder if it might not be as well received when she knows that I got dolls a Wonder Mop.
Conversation draws breath, Doctor. Also breath means we slow down.
Well, Mr. Grumpy Robopants, this probably won't help your mood much. The phone is at 5% battery, and the car has no charger. We'll lose our navigation in about 10 minutes on the road.
We're stranded and half a mile away from the car. How could this possibly get worse? Please, tell me. I'd like to know.
Goodness, Roberto, relax. We'll be fine. We'll only be a little late. It's not so...
A little late? Do you remember what happened to Webster? That can't happen to us.
Oh well.
Oh well? Oh well? Doctor, I don't consider total isolation from the man who runs our town to be an oh well situation.
We're doing something far more important right now. Why can't you realize that?
You programmed me with a particular sense of follow-through. Commitment is everything.
I also programmed you with other things. Emotion, independent thought, a learning processor, that sort of stuff.
Fair enough. Oh, when we get to the mechanics, we can see if they have a rental car we can use.
Why don't you like Gary and Lorraine?
I do. I really do. It's just... why do you insist on helping them? Why do you want to see this through instead of a more practical decision?
Roberto, do you know what time of year this is?
Christmas, of course.
And I know you're aware of what Christmas is all about. God coming down from heaven to earth, being born as a baby. That took a lot of sacrifice, didn't it? Do you think it would be easy to leave heaven, be born as a human, while fully aware that in 30 years you'll be hung on a cross? Now, I can't say from experience, but I'm sure it was brutal. God gave everything up for us during this time of year. Why shouldn't we do the same for other people in need? I don't know about you, but I think passing the gift along is exactly what God would want. They want to see their son, and we can help them do that. I see no reason why we should risk that for some party. Oh, here's the mechanic shop! And what's that next to it? Is that one of those quaint little Christmas villages? Oh, Mom and Dad used to take us to this one they had in Montpelier every year.
I know what you're thinking. We can't go there. We don't have time.
We can't go there, but you can.
Is this some kind of plan to get me in the Christmas spirit or something?
Actually, I was thinking of picking up the tire while you go in there and ask for directions. Sound good? Great, see ya!
Look, Todd. It's the Christmas robot.
Love the costume, little fella. Very festive.
Hey, do you know how to get to Stannard?
Can we get a picture?
Sure. But please be quick.
Kids, come here. We're taking a picture with the Christmas robot.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
Thank you so much. We'll see you around. Come on, Tiffany. Kids.
Wait, you didn't tell me how to get to... Never mind.
Whoa, no! I'm not letting you pass through, shiny fella. Not without buying one of these nifty foldable portable Christmas trees.
There's someone in my hometown who acts a lot like you. By any chance, is your last name Scatterwhomper?
I'll tell you if you buy a tree.
Sir, I'm not here to buy a tree. I'm trying to get back to Stannard, Vermont. We're late for a very important event.
Huh? Say no more. I know how to fix that. I'll give you a special deal. 2 trees for double the price of 1 tree.
How often does that work?
Not often. So, what do you say?
I say a lot of things. Right now, I'm saying goodbye. Come on. I'm in a hurry here. Will somebody help me out? Gotta get back to Stannard. Gotta get home.
Excuse me. Oh, that's a nice shiny costume, young fella. I seem to have lost my family. Can you help me find them?
What? Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. I'll be off then.
Wait, hang on. I can help you.
Are you sure? I don't want to be a burden.
No, really, it's fine. What do they look like?
My son is wearing a red shirt and black tie.
Does he answer to the name Todd?
Yes, he does. How did you know? Does that shiny suit of yours come with superpowers?
Well, technically it does, so long as you want to know where you can get a good deal on a microwave, which, from where we are, would be Papa Tony's Appliance Menagerie, 10 miles north.
Good to know. Todd, Tiffany.
Todd, Tiffany, just hopping back here. This shouldn't be too far, or too long.
Todd Aberdale Jr., where are you? Dad? Todd? Dad, there you are!
Grandpa!
Where did you go? Well, I went off to yell at the deep-fried butter stand for selling such unhealthy foods, especially during the holidays. When I turned around and you were gone, I guess I should have told you where I was going. Luckily, this nice gentleman in a spacesuit was here to save the day.
Actually, sir,
It's a good thing we found you. Your 1 week you get to go upstate and spend time with the family, and you could have gotten left behind. What a trip that would be.
I'd find you somehow. I know where you live. That's true. How can we ever thank you, Christmas robot?
Oh, well, I'm looking for directions. My friends and I are a little lost.
Seeing family, I take it?
Well,
Call me old-fashioned, but it does my heart good to see people make the effort to see their family over the holidays. Remember, shiny spaceman, savor your family. Dad, please. Sorry, Christmas robot. He loves to go off on one of his moralistic rampages. So, where do you need to go?
Stan. Rutland, Vermont.
A few minutes later, Erasmus and Roberto met up outside the mechanic shop.
Got the tire? Did you get the directions?
I did. Let's get Gary and Lorraine back to their son.
Whoa-ho-ho! What changed here?
I had an interesting time getting directions. I'll explain on the way.
Are you sure you can't discuss it now?
I'd rather not. Let's just say you were right and I was wrong.
Once they got the tire on the car, the group set off for Rutland without a hitch.
Here we are. The Rutland city limit. We finally made it. It was a rough road, but we made it. The party's going to start soon. If I had nerves, they'd be firing up right now.
We'll give Stanford a call shortly and explain everything.
Take a left.
We're the White House on the cul-de-sac. The one on the right.
It's a nice place you've got here.
Where's Isaac?
Debbie texted us to let her know that she's dropping him off.
Debbie?
That's his fiancée. Because of our little flight snafu, we couldn't pick him up from the airport. Good thing she stepped in.
Oh, right. I forgot you had phones. In hindsight, I guess we could have used yours for directions. Looks like you didn't have to go to that Christmas village after all.
Yet, somehow, I don't regret it.
And we had a lot prepared. We were going to wait at the Burlington airport and hold our banner. We spent all night making it. Too bad it'll have to go to waste.
No, it doesn't. Let's get it out and wait for him.
Out here in the snow? It could be another hour before he shows up.
You'd be amazed at what a parent is willing to do for their kid.
Growing up, I've come to learn that firsthand. You know, I hope to find myself saying it myself one day. That's one of the many things on my long list of plans.
I think you'd be good at it.
Really? You think so?
Judging by how you've been with us, you're kind, caring, and willing to sacrifice a lot. That's everything a parent does.
All I need is for my kid's mother to keep me grounded. I can go a little wild sometimes, after all. Every so often, I'll need a little help staying in line. Ooh, nice banner.
Thank you. Okay, I'll be at one end, then Roberto, Erasmus, and at the other end, Lorraine.
It's cold. Wish I unpacked my winter jacket. Come on, Isaac, help a stranger out.
That's Debbie's car. Hold the banner up high, everyone.
Hi, Mom. Dad. I'm home.
My boy!
Whoa, wasn't ready.
Get in here, Gary.
It's been too long, son.
It has. I know. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You're fighting the good fight.
And you're here now. We're all here.
Look at that, Roberto. Surely that has to make you feel good.
I think I get it now. Like how God gave us the greatest gift of all, we have to do the same for others.
Christmas is about giving, after all. Giving and family. God helped us, his family.
And I was so focused on keeping a schedule that I couldn't see that. I wanted to leave these people in the middle of nowhere, with the thought that they'd maybe find a car just so we could go to a party. Why did you make me like this?
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. I need you to be like this. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I'd remember to eat. You're very useful. It's understandable that you can go a little far sometimes. We all do.
But you're humans. You have an excuse. I'm a robot. I'm a machine. Shouldn't this have been fine-tuned out of me?
Roberto, look at me. You're great just the way you are. If you weren't, why would you still be like this?
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
You're welcome. So, does that count as your Christmas present? I was going to give you a warming feature for your built-in cup holders, but...
No, I want those.
I don't know.
Hey, come on.
I don't think so.
And I will give you that baseball signed by Michael C. McFarland. It feels good to laugh after such a rough day.
So, you guys are the ragtag group that got my parents here.
They told you about that, huh?
Why don't you guys come spend Christmas Eve with us?
Gary, they have that party to go to.
Yeah, about that. Can I borrow someone's phone? Thanks, Lorraine.
I think you know where Roberto was calling. If you don't know, then think about it a while we turn our attention to Mayor Stanford's party, where he and Miss Lackey were standing by the door greeting their guests.
Elena, welcome! You two look lovely tonight. Oh, Dawes, Harold, I love your matching suits.
Actually, sir, they're not matching. Mine is from the Eddie Guerrera collection, and his...
I see no difference, and I don't wish to see. Move along. Fergus, my goodness, I love your Santa suit. Santa suit? The man at the store just said it was a festive suit. What a museum-climbing disc loosener. Great to see you, super person, and... Rodolphus? It's Webster, sir. He's still mad. Wait a minute. Are the two other members of your group?
Now,
they
Super
be
Chum.
here?
Let's go get you some punch.
Excuse me, Miss Lackey.
Super person
I must
away.
continue my pondering in a moment. My cellular device is ringing. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mayor Stanford. It's Roberto. Oh, that's who's missing. We were wondering where you and Dr. Erasmus were. Yeah, about that. We're going to have to cancel. You are? Why? We tried. We really did. We were supposed to fly in from Muskogee, Oklahoma with plenty of time to spare, but due to an engineering mishap, we ended up in northeastern New York. On the plane, there was this couple that was supposed to meet their Marine son, but they couldn't get a car, so we helped them get back to Rutland. We're there now, so there's no way we can make it back to Stannard by the time the party ends. We're really sorry. Please don't try to forget our names. That's all right, Roberto. I understand. You did something selfless during Christmas. That's always welcome. You're not going to try and remove all memories of us? Well, the reason I did that to Otis, Barry, Herbert Hoover, whatever his name was. Anyways, the reason I did that to him was because he promised then never showed up, not giving an excuse. That's so rude and very hurtful. But go on, keep doing what's right. 'Tis the season to be selfless. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. You two got extra seats at the table for two strangers?
Always.
Hey, did you guys hear why Dr. Erasmus and Roberto aren't coming?
Did you hear about Dr. Erasmus and Roberto? I thought that was implied.
Of course. It's all anyone could talk about.
Of course it is.
Oh, hi, Mr. Scott.
Yes, we
Hey,
did.
why didn't you call us riffraff?
Well, I don't do that during Christmas. Besides, you're with one of my employees.
Daddy, I want punch! Give me some punch!
Of course, dear. Go ask the League of Bill Disappointing Ants for some. If they don't give you any, demand.
Yay! Hey, Hat! Gimme!
There you go. I'm here to give you your Christmas gifts. A whole stick of gum for each of you.
Well, at least I got a Christmas bonus with this.
Wait, you did? I didn't authorize any bonuses.
Oh, wow. What a National Lampoony situation we got ourselves into here.
Boy, this sure got all wrapped up in a nice little package. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
It's funny, given the suit you're wearing.
It's not funny, it's humorous.
Isn't that alright?
And thus ends our tale. Remember, gifts, trees, and festive lights may be fun, but they're not the true meaning of Christmas. God is. He sacrificed everything for us. Let's all do that for each other. It's what He wants. Thus ends our story for today. Come back next time for another exciting Stannard Misadventure. So here's a Christmas song that might not be the brightest and happiest, but it reminds us of what's important and that we're going to get through this. Christmas is a time to remember the important things in life and some of the things that have really brought us together, especially here in 2020.